103.8 FM, Talk Radio.
Okay, let's start the show with this catchy tune.
You gotta show him some love, you gotta show him some green. The world's gone crazy and it's so obscene. You gotta know where to hide in the big machine. Say it sounds like TV on the radio, so push that sound. I wanna hear it in stereo. Do what you want, it's the will of the people. Nothing holds you back on that online radio. Ain't no love tonight in this city.
All right.
Yeah.
We're here.
Damn right we are.
It's almost Christmas. Why? Because that's the movie we're watching. Christmas Story. Let me fade this
that's
in
a known
here.
actor. What's that? That's a known actor. Who is that again? Is that
I don't know.
Catherine O'Hare?
No. This movie's was made in the 60s.
No.
There's
This
way.
movie was made in the early 80s. It's made in the early 80s, this movie.
I don't think it's Catherine O'Hara.
No, I'm telling you. I
My
think it might
favorite
be.
part about you, Crow,
Right.
is that every single character in every movie, you're like, who's that? The most popular actress of that time?
Yeah.
Like, you don't believe that anybody's just a throwaway actress. You're just like, who's that?
Yeah, exactly.
What was she in? And you're like, nothing. It was this. This is what you know her from.
I'm projecting. I'm thinking it should be someone bigger. You know, it's like that's what I'm projecting into.
Let me see who it.
You know, again, this is an age difference. I started getting too old. What's her name? What else has she been in? Ooh,
I'll
yeah.
look at-
I'm
I'll-
wrong. I thought she looked like someone.
I'll look at it. Yeah, she's been in nothing.
She probably didn't get a very good residual deal. I'm sure she's a bag lady right now on fucking San Vicente or something. You know, it's just
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's a good street, though. That's a main thoroughfare in Los Angeles. So that's nothing to shake your fucking head at.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
But welcome in to the show. I'm Keith Pazel. This is my podcast.
Yep.
We're watching A Christmas Story. This isn't the 24 hours. That's Eve into Christmas.
Yeah.
But TBS is going to get their fucking money's worth
Yeah. Yeah.
through this is like the cycle. They throw a Rudy will be on maybe in the next week or two.
Yeah. What other inspirational tale? You know.
Fucking for the kids, they'll throw fucking what's the one with the big hairy dragon? Fucking Never Ending Story.
Oh God.
Will get thrown on at some point.
Did you watch those when you were young?
I like Never Ending Story. I like the one about the cartoon about the dinosaurs, the land before time.
But not Land of the Lost because you were too young for that. You wouldn't even.
I
Your
knew
mom
of it.
would know. Land
I knew
of, the Lost.
of it. And then I knew Clash of the Titans. That was terrible.
Clash of the Titans, as you know, as we've talked about it before.
Yeah, you chose to see that over a good movie.
over
as a kid.
Indiana Jones, and I to this day do not
Support it.
regret. I do not regret that decision.
Well, they remade Clash of the Titans
So
into
bad.
like a.
I saw it. I saw it.
It's the dude who made 300. It looks just like 300.
Well, 300 is actually good. I like
Mm-hmm.
300. 300 was enjoyable for me. I'll say that in public. I don't care. Yeah, I'm getting some things off my chest here.
Even by the time, because we used to go to places like this to buy Christmas trees.
Yep.
But it was never this packed and lively. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
always portrayed it as like this is the it place.
The event, yeah.
No.
Yeah, literally, there's like one guy smoking
You
a
went.
bad cigar.
It was 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
There was a guy. There was a bunch of trees. You were just like, how are these people making money? Where are they getting the trees? How are they not just dying? Do they burn them after
I saw
it's over?
here in LA doing my lift. I actually saw a Christmas tree area. They came down from Oregon, and they had about 50 trees in there. You know, at this time. But I don't know. We need some rain. There's no doubt about that for those of our listeners in Chicago. We have not had rain, I think, since March. We had a spitting of rain like 4 weeks ago that did nothing.
Yeah, early on. And every
yeah.
time, because I watch the goddamn weather, because she works for the news. And
Yes.
I watch the goddamn weather all the time, and they always tease,
Yes.
it's going to rain.
I know. And it's just like, no, it doesn't happen.
I don't believe them at all.
Yeah.
And every morning, I think there's a slight misting just because of the temperature change.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
there's always, but it never actually rains.
Yeah, exactly. You don't get true like
It rains around the area. Fontana gets rain.
but it doesn't get like a good when I moved here. which is almost 2 years now, Keith. It'll be 2 years in January. When I moved here, it was totally green looking because that was a real wet season. They had a bunch of snow.
My first couple months here, I remember when she moved here, she was upset.
It rained 10 days straight.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of, that sheen's washed off because I remember when that was happening, I was like, LA's dope.
Yeah.
Like the winter's like Midwest fall.
Exactly. And you like the rain because it makes the air cleaner. It kind of cleans the city up. I've noticed, you ever noticed your eyes kind of irritate you from time to time?
I don't get I don't get smog effectiveness.
No, I do on occasion.
I'm a man in that way? No.
But I've noticed it a little bit. I'm sensitive
That's
to
something
it.
that rubbed off on my dad. He was always the like, none of that affects me.
That's a classic Midwestern.
I work
No,
breathing,
I'm tough enough to do
breathe
this.
asbestos at work, so it doesn't matter. I inhale Raid all day.
PCBs.
So,
I'm drinking a glass of water next to the PCB factory.
Some fucking 2-mite plywood or whatever the fuck. He fucking shoots insulation in without protection and shit.
I just learned something, Keith. I just learned something. When we were watching Dare McGowan, because this is Christmas Story, correct?
Yeah.
I did not realize this was based on Hammond, Indiana.
I think I knew that as a
I
kid
did not
because I
know
think
that.
that was always the this is from
Close by.
our area.
I give you
This
credit,
is our
Keith.
life.
You come from this, because you think of suburban Chicago. I think of the North Shore. When I first came down here, my girlfriend went to New Trier High School.
We want to be actual Chicago so bad in the Chicago suburbs. And there's a competition. If you tell someone from Chicago that, I'm from Chicago, and then they ask what neighborhood and you don't say a neighborhood, they're like, oh, you're from the suburbs.
Exactly.
But it's the area. I got your news, bitch.
Yeah,
my parents thought black people were attacking me constantly because of your
prided
news.
myself on being, I always lived in the city. I lived in different parts of the city.
No, I didn't live in the Chicago proper until 2011.
Yeah, no, I moved in 92 in Chicago proper. Lived in Wicker Park when it was truly Wicker Park. And then I also lived in Hyde Park at the University of Chicago. Then I also lived in Uptown for a 3-year stint.
I wish I had the Billy Joel song ready
and
to
then
roll, dude.
Uptown Girl. It's funny when you mentioned that. I was thinking about all the tail I got then. I was thinking about all the women that I...
this never happened. I never knew of the soap in the mouth. My grandma Fox, my mom's mom, the Mexican one, she wouldn't do that. What she would do is she would take the soap and drag it on their teeth.
I got that
stuck
from my
all
mom.
up in their teeth.
I got that from my mom. I got soap in the mouth from my mom when
Yeah.
I was 7. I got soap in the mouth.
But was the bar in the mouth or did
Yeah,
she
it was
scrape her
it was
teeth?
bar. It was bar in the mouth.
No, my grandma would scrape on their teeth, so they had to go brush their teeth after.
God. Yeah, I was so guilt-ridden. I did it to myself one time.
Why would you
that a reveal?
voluntarily do that? Is
that
a generational thing where I would just flatly refuse to do that?
No, it was weird. I shouldn't have done that. It's a reveal of my weirdness, is what it is.
Anytime I see, why aren't you?
I had a guilty conscience.
Why aren't you at the very least being like, what's your problem? Like, why is this a punishment?
Yeah, no. My mom. I knew it was a punishment. I knew it was a punishment.
Because your mouth's dirty.
Well, yeah, because I was probably swearing, when I was 7 years old.
That's pioneer shit that just sadly didn't die until. Well, again, we figured out.
At the same time, a dirty mouthed kid, that isn't exactly.
We figured out before this, though, before we recorded this, his life takes place in 1939. He graduated from high school in 1939. So when he was a kid,
it was late.
He probably got soap in his mouth.
So
yeah.
This movie is actually in 1938.
Okay.
Depression era.
Right.
It's a Depression era story, but you know something? Our human spirit isn't going to be crushed. Ooh.
Yeah. Someone's yelling at her on the phone. Oh, there's something wrong with Trixie at the operating booth.
God,
When you had to answer the phone and say to a person what number you wanted to dial.
I mean, that person could just listen to all of your conversations. It's like...
Dude, the phone operator probably had all the lowdown.
Oh, yeah. They were probably like a great gossip person. They had great gossip.
XOXO, Gossip Girl.
That's when the very first listening in on conversations happened.
The original Gossip Girl, dude.
Exactly.
But Sheep, what the fuck? And that's supposed to be the big comedy of
Maybe?
she realizes...
Well, she shouldn't have done it.
It's terrible.
I only did that probably twice. I had that happen to me twice. When I lived on the farm. I lived in rural America on a farm, for a while, from 5 to 8.
Upper rural.
Then my
rural America to me is like Kansas.
I was living in rural Virginia. I lived on a farm. We had an 8-acre farm. We boarded horses. We had like 25. We would get 100 Rhode Island Reds.
Here's
every
also
year.
every movie with
True story.
snow or anything gets played during this era. Here's a Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie where it's just like, all right, it's winter. For the last 10 years, lifelong buddies Ethan and Chris have gathered on Christmas Eve to celebrate the holidays with a bang.
But now, unfortunately, now it's changing because, like, hey, one guy's older and he's married now or something. It's like, hey, our relationship is different now. Hey, is that what it is? That's
I
what
think
I'm
one's
guessing.
going to have a kid.
Okay. Hey.
Looks like a Seth Rogen movie.
I never really was very entertained by him. Just letting you know.
All right.
Let you know that.
That's fine.
You know, I just got to let you know that. But yeah, weather-wise, we were talking before we came on the air. We were talking about famous Chicago winter and like reminiscing about it. It's been a good thing. It makes me appreciate being here right now because
I miss the winter. I love it.
Yeah, if it lasted only like 3 months, I could deal with it. But when it lasts 4.5 to 5 months, it sucks. It sucks. That puts you over the top, you know. You actually have a real winter in Albuquerque. My brother has a place in Albuquerque. You have 3 or 4 real seasons.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
you have actual seasons there, you know.
Even out here, I've seen pictures of Los Angeles where it's complete, like there's snow on the ground. Back in the 50s and 60s, they said it used to snow like every year. There would be a little small dusting.
Well, you get in the mountains.
You know what it was, Crow? It's when only black people moved to South. Yeah. It actually did coincide with the urbanization and like the influx.
Yeah.
That's when like climate changed.
Yeah.
Like, the climate also shifted.
The air quality back then, if you see air from like mid-60s Los Angeles, it's terrifying. You couldn't see down the end of the street. It was so smogged out. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I had a friend who lived out here who was from here. He said one time he went to school, it rained in Riverside County. He had been going to school there for like 3 years. He's like, oh, there's a mountain literally right there. He never saw the mountain for 3 years.
You had all those,
and when it rained, it cleaned it all up. It's like, holy shit. Your lungs, you know,
all those furnace-like cars just fucking spewing out all their fucking gas.
And by the way, the Air Quality Act, that the Trump administration has rolled back some of that. So, because boy, you know, that makes so much sense. Well, cars are more, you know, I'm sure the argument, you know, cars are the catalytic converters are better.
Just the wording of the way you said that didn't sound bad. You know, he's rolled back some pollution.
Well, exactly.
Like, all right, that sounds good.
Well, no,
roll back pollution.
Exactly. It's a double like, kind of twist, you know, and it's like, no. Does he fake like he's blind here or something like that? Is that his fantasy?
No, it's because of the shooting his eye out thing, I think. Because they say he's going to shoot his eye out and then he... Or the soap.
He's saying that they're feeling guilty because of soap.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so he's messing with their emotions like a manipulative
But this
little
is a
shit?
fantasy. See the white around the thing? It's a fantasy.
I like fantasies.
There's a lot of these throughout the whole movie. I didn't realize that the movie was like they had so many of these. Yeah.
I have a fantasy scene of me talking to John Brown on my pilot.
Yeah, that you really fought. They told you, Crow, this is ridiculous. And you're like,
No.
It's the emedy of the dramedy.
It's part of it, you know? It's part of it.
Emedy.
But yeah, so weather-wise, winter, I am just very glad that, you know, it would be that point right now.
I want it to be snowy. It needs to.
You know, that's okay when it first happens, when that initial snow sticks around for 63 days straight and it turns into that black sludge and it's like cigarette butts and bottle caps and used condoms and dog shit and everything that's bad in a city is in that snow, like on the side of the sidewalk, and it doesn't melt for like a good until like late March, maybe at the earliest. And then when it does melt, it's totally dirty looking on the sidewalk. You're just like, this is just, you know, it's like, I don't miss that, but you know, that whatever.
I don't, but I guess I just didn't hate it so much at the time. Like it's inconvenient, but it was just such a part of my life.
Well, I tell you what.
You also, I think, probably grew up in a Midwest that the weather was like that, but it was like rural, like you said, so there weren't people flicking cigarette butts out. Like, I got a little tin on my porch here for my cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, what I had to do
clean out my tin on my porch here.
I had to shovel snow, and I fucking hated that. We had this big property,
I loved
and it was one of the ways that I was like the slave of my family.
My grandpa had a snow blower.
Yeah, we didn't do that. They didn't need to have a snowblower,
Hey.
Keith. They had 15-year-old Adam Crocious.
See, my stepdad would say shit like that, and that's your parents dying at 10 type of shit. to say.
Exactly. But it's the truth, though.
I got you. Fuck off. It is 2003.
No,
All right,
no,
stop
it was
with that.
not. It was 1984.
I'm saying for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell me like.
But that's
I
what they
hate
said
that.
to me, and it was just like, I mean, and you didn't. They dominated things.
Also,
they
our
were the authority
driveway
figure.
was so small. He used to call me in. I would be going to leave to my friends. Hey, Slim. He called me Slim all the time.
Oh, because you were
I
overweight.
hated it. No, well, when he first started calling me as a kid, I was skinny. I was like a skinny little kid,
Yeah.
and he just never stopped. And he'd be like, "You got to shovel that driveway first," like it was gonna take me all. Like he was halting my fun for the day. And I almost think it annoyed him that I could just be like, "Okay," and then it would take me 10 minutes to fucking
Do it.
fling snow. And then you could tell he would get upset that I wouldn't have like a uniformness to it, that I wasn't doing
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah.
up and then across and a grid. I
Yeah.
kind of would
Yeah.
just fling it off.
Crisscrossing it like a good outfield in the major leagues.
I would go one up the middle and then I would just throw it.
Yeah.
And like, who cares if you can't see? Like you could. And my regular dad was like this, but more OCD, where he needed the driveway to be completely exposed. Like he would broom it after and shit.
Absolutely. That's the family I grew up in, and we were on a large plot of land.
And then he would my dad would stay up. He'd wake up at 4 a.m. when it would start snowing, and he would shovel like every 2 hours. Like once he would look out, and when he would see that more snow covered it, he would go. And then by the time I woke up, you'd have these awesome snow banks in our front yard because he had spent all morning fucking.
Well, good. At least he did that and didn't ask you to do that, because I had.
Oh, my stepdad was different though.
Yeah.
I had to do that, but again, our driveway was smaller.
Yeah. I had a huge driveway that was gravel, so you couldn't get a good smooth and then I had to do the outside. I did the sidewalk too.
Part of our
You know how long it
driveway.
took? You know how long it took?
3 hours.
2.5.
That's not.
It's 2.5 hours.
Cutting my grass was an adventure like that because my backyard was like on a hill.
Yeah.
So I had to cut sideways.
Yep.
And then
I'd
you
go up and down. Yeah.
And then we didn't always have a lawnmower that like caught the grass, so I would have to like cut the grass and it would shoot it out of the side.
Yeah.
But the way it was positioned, it would shoot it into the long grass. So I would have to stop and sweep it out because if you keep mowing, it cakes up the blade because you're turning around and you're mowing grass that's covered in loose grass.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I kept telling my stepdad, like, why is our lawnmower, the thing that shoots is like, it's facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
It should be on the left, not the right.
Yeah.
Like I'm shooting grass into the long grass. Like, do you not understand how, what'd you do?
They want you to start on the perimeter first and go that way. No, I'm right.
They want you to go like a square the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm like, who the fuck does that?
No. Oh, no, absolutely.
You go back, you cut the perimeter, and then you just get it to where you could
You go back and
fucking
forth.
Go back and forth.
Yeah.
You cut enough of the
Yep.
perimeter to where you could turn around and
Yep.
just go back and forth.
Yeah, I had to mow my lawn. And the lawn was a big lawn. We had this giant wrought iron fence around it, so it made it very difficult. I had to mow it, and then I had to weed eat to around like 25 different posts. Like enough work, you know. And that I used to take a pride in that though. I used to make it hatched like that, like it was an outfield in the baseball.
My dad
you know?
would say, it looks like Wrigley Field.
Exactly. Yeah, that was always a compliment. You know, they say, something looks good. You know, I felt good about that. But
that was even the difference between my dad and stepdad is my dad enjoyed, like if I did it, cool, but my dad really enjoyed doing, like he loved waking up at 4 a.m. and shoveling the snow.
Yeah.
If I saw my stepdad doing it, he definitely would give me the look of like, doing it for you.
Yeah. There was you owed him something.
Yeah.
That's
off.
not cool. That's not cool. Yeah, I didn't like it. When I look back on I haven't thought about this in a long. Winter was a big time where there was a lot of work to do. I remember one time going out in the middle of January, having to get an ice pick out. And we would have these, like we had a multi-leveled home, and the ice would sometimes go from one level down to one level, and then it
Looks
would.
like he just murdered somebody. By the way, he's got one leather glove on. And he's
Exactly.
fucking panicked.
I know. No, I'm working with the coal.
Have I ever told you that I love you and this family dearly?
And I had to like these stalactites that were like 1 foot in diameter. I had to go up with an ice pick in January. Why would we do it then? And it was like literally trying to break, like, I don't know, marble or something. It was so fucking heavy. Like these winter tasks, you know, of like house maintenance in the winter. Oh God, what a bad experience.
Yeah.
I did not like living in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
I enjoyed
Just letting you
driving
know.
through it. I enjoyed driving through it when I came up. I was going to a gig
It's
in
pretty.
Minneapolis, and I was, like I've said before, I didn't know it was the same one because I thought it was like because it's not
EAU. Eau Claire.
I thought it was
Eau Claire. Like
I
Eau
thought
Claire it
yeah.
is.
Eau Claire.
Oh, apostrophe Flair.
No, it's fucking.
No.
It's
French.
founded by fucking
It's French.
these fucking
You know,
French
Eau Claire.
squareheads.
You know?
That's what I love about Wisconsin and Minneapolis is in their Deadwood show they call them squareheads.
Or blockheads.
Yeah.
Call them blockheads.
that's like
what a Norwegian
Norwegian,
is. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Which I have. I have a total
Go to
blockhead.
squarehead.
I got a blockhead. There's no doubt about that.
How do Norwegians talk?
Well, it's like a Swedish accent. It's got that, you know. Jag kan inte snacka norsk.
Ginder.
I picked
We're
up-
here for Minnesota.
No, it's jag kan inte snacka norsk.
That because in Deadwood they say we go back to Minnesota.
Yeah. Well,
And then they get killed.
yeah, they do.
They get murked off. That's the whole plot point of the first season.
God. By the way, I finished watching the first season of The Wire this week too. Just letting you know.
For the first time?
Yeah, I'd never seen it before.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I watched the first.
How'd you
season.
like that?
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good show,
Oh,
man.
dude, can I say this, Crocious?
Yeah, sure.
Don't quit during the second season because it's the worst season of the show.
It is okay.
Because every season's about a different part of Baltimore.
Well, I was going to say because the end of the first season, McNulty becomes a harbor cop.
Yeah.
You know, and you realize, that's because the case was broke. You know, but yet the case was. It's just a very smart show because they kind of broke the case a little too soon. You know, there was political reasons for that, but that also was affected by the cop being shot.
Because 3 is the best. Season 3 is the best
Yeah.
of the whole show.
Yep. They
It's
probably
so
got
great.
Yeah.
It's not even a spoiler, but like
Yeah. Are some of the same characters still in it?
they're all in
Is
it.
Omar
but here's
still
the way
in it?
the show. Oh, absolutely. Here's
Omar's
the way the
good.
show. Omar is Barack Obama's favorite character in the history of television.
Really?
Yep.
That's what he says.
Oh yeah, he loves The Wire. So the way the show breaks down, the first season is the gangs, the second season is the docks, like the third season is politics, season 4 is the educational system, and season 5 is the newspapers.
Oh, so they do this cross analysis. I
Yeah.
tell you what, because again, I like to think of the show that I'm writing as having the depth of that, but it's better than what I've written. It's safe to say The Wire.
Well,
is
the guy who
better.
wrote it was like
He was a crime reporter, beat writer for the Baltimore
and
Sun.
his
I think.
shit was for In the Heat of the Night, that movie and TV show.
Yeah, well-
or Homicide: Life on the Street.
Yeah.
Which for people who I don't know, this is a fun fact. Richard Belzer's character, detective, whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
he has been in all 3 of those shows. He was in The Heat of the Night for like 1 and then he was in the Homicide: Life on the Street. Because I think SVU is a slight spin, or he's introduced in SVU because he leaves that department from Homicide: Life on the
Okay, so
Street.
that's the connection.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So he's one of the few TV characters that's been in like 3 different shows.
And how is that related to the Baltimore Sun guy? Is that David Simon?
David Simon created Homicide: Life on the Street.
Oh, okay.
His first book was the source of that. Like,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. God. Yeah, it's
Because I remember, I think when he created The Wire, he said his inspiration was like, I wanted to make something like Homicide, but without a filter, like without, because Homicide was on CBS.
Exactly. It's network TV, so you got to tone it down, of
Yeah.
course. I will say, watching it, it's, if I had a knock, that's a strong word, something that maybe I had a difficult time with. Some of the police jargon and the street jargon, I sometimes had a hard time following in the first season.
Yeah.
That being said, they have some very unique characters and have created a world. They've kind of peered into a world. You know, hey, this is, and it's an interesting idea. What you're saying is this kind of multi-layered approach to a city, and kind of how it works or how it doesn't work often.
So you saw young Michael B. Jordan too?
Yeah,
Wallace.
He gets freaking offed.
That's one of the.
He gets offed.
Isn't it heart wrenching? Kind of too. He doesn't.
Oh, because he's the
Come on,
primary.
man. He starts crying. His friend's about to. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
What happened to Wallace, man? What happened to Wallace?
Yeah.
What happened to Wallace, man? And
Yeah.
that's what's great about that season
Well,
is
Stryker Bell is a fucking
Well,
cold-hearted
Stringer's
dude.
the
Stringer,
shit.
I'm sorry, Stringer Bell. Sorry.
also
Yeah.
British in real life.
Yeah, he is cold-hearted. He's a cold-hearted man.
But what I like is
Am I right?
Oh yeah. Old boy, the one who that's what turns him is like when he finds out Wallace is dead. That's when he's like, all right, I'm gonna drop dime now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because he tried convincing him to get out of the gang because he knew he was kind of sensitive, and he was the primary caretaker for 4 freaking kids as a 16-year-old. Just it was a rough scene. I mean, I was just like, oh man, I didn't like.
Also, one of my and this is what that show does well is it's fucked up, but it's also entertaining. Is they show you Wallace's life when he wakes up, and like he gets his family all ready for school. He fucking eats cereal, but then like you see everybody playing in the alley, and there's like a dead body.
Yeah,
like there's like a murder investigation, but they're still figuring out like, all right, but this is our alley. Like this is where we have fun.
Yeah.
Like I just like that scene of like his life living in this alley, this like crime alley.
Yeah. Oh, and he helps his one like kid with her homework one time, but he obviously has a brain going on in there. It's just like whatever.
It's also good how they link the aspects because those are just the themes of the seasons, but it's all a police procedural.
Yeah.
Like it's never not about the Baltimore Police Department. It's just like they figure out how to. That's like the overall tone of the show.
Oh yeah. No, it's.
Like that's like I said, season 2 is about the docks, and you were like, "Oh, McNulty becomes a sea
the
cop.
harbor cop." Yeah,
That's
which I'm sure there's a whole scene down there. You know what I mean? Of having to like manage
Well,
things.
you get into
Plus, it's crime. Organized crime was always on the docks.
You get into
on the waterfront. You know.
It's all about fucking dock unions, and it's so fucking lame and fucking and German. It's so fucking.
But it is though. I mean,
you might love it.
Yeah,
actually.
I probably will. You know,
it's like all fucking like,
labor and shit.
Shoe money and shoe boxes and shit, and like fucking bartenders named Dolores.
Exactly. Which that
and then like
what's interesting about seafaring cities? I say this like a city of trade versus a city of industry. City of industry, everyone talks about kind of the same thing, and they tend to be very kind of more rigid cities. Detroit was a city of the auto industry. I guess L.A. entertainment is certainly a major industry, but it's enough size.
And it was
it
was like a port city probably before that.
Who L.A. or
yeah,
I think absolutely. I think San Francisco, absolutely. San Francisco and New York, very much were cities of trade.
Sam, my favorite.
So they're much more open. They're much more open type cities.
Yeah.
Like anything kind of goes.
My favorite thing about San Francisco is some of the early houses were just ships that would run aground and then just like, okay, we live here.
Yeah.
So like a lot were just ships that I think there even are still a couple.
I believe that.
They are, if you look, it's totally different now, but they were just like ships that were like run aground and they made them into houses.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that. Absolutely. But those cities tend to be much more like open kind of, and you get like dock crime and there's like ladies of the evening, down in the docks, which I just find kind of funny. But yeah, who's the witch there? I don't,
Who knows? It's just some bitch, dude. She's dead. I guarantee you she's probably not even on the cast. You couldn't even find her on IMDb.
You're probably right. Yeah, it's so old they don't even have
just
that.
Just witch number 1.
But I am happy to be here for the weather, even though I want it to rain. Just a half an inch of rain.
What I don't like is no one even does decorations out here.
Oh, it's rare.
Beverly Hills does. The rich neighborhoods do in some hoods, but not even. You don't even put them up in the palm trees. I get it's a fire hazard.
Those things go up so fast.
Yeah.
But throw something around, some fucking snowmen around.
There's more inflatable stuff I see. Oh, it's an inflatable
Run
deer
around, put some Santa hats on all the homeless.
Yeah, well, you'd have to have a lot of Santa hats if you want to hit them all. Jesus, man. Driving around the city doing the lift thing, it is
That's going to be our charity.
Fucking everywhere.
Santa hats for the homeless.
The homeless thing?
67,000 of them.
That's not that many Santa hats.
That's
Get Bruce Springsteen on a motorized sleigh, fucking slinging fucking hats down Skid Row.
Giving out a Santa hat on a Sunday Christmas Eve. This guy's obviously the bully kid, right?
Yeah, he probably does male porn now. A lot of these people probably do porn.
You know who did porn was the guy who was in The Toy with Richard Pryor. The kid who played in The Toy from like the early 80s.
Oh, shit.
Like from 80, 81. He did porn.
The Toy.
There we go. Just beating the shit out of someone.
Oh, yeah, he pounds his forearms and like scares him off. I love the little tiny gangster kid who looks like a little. He
punches him. Yeah, he's got a hat.
I'm gonna tell my.
The bookie from Miss Maisel.
Yeah, he does look like the bookie from Miss Maisel.
A bookie, like this makes sense. So it's Indiana. It's fucking Chicago. Bookies were all over the place and stuff. Like,
Oh, he busted him up.
I never was exposed to that. I was pretty square as a young kid. Probably was a good thing.
Dude, he's going off. I've lost my shit. Like, I've never beat someone for this long.
Yeah,
But I get what he's feeling right now.
oh, like to
I
have
get
sustained
what Ralphie's
rage.
feeling, that where you're just like, I'm taking it off. I popped Todd Massey one good one in the basement of the Crocodile Lounge, and it was like this situation.
Because
Where-
he just had pissed you off so
well,
much.
here's what it was. So, do you remember that girl Ashley Huck I used to date?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
should bleep her name.
Yeah.
She's cool. She was.
I like
she used to
Ashley.
do. No,
Ashley's
I've still some every now and again she'll hit me up on Instagram. One of her dogs died recently, and she hit me up. She had 2 cool dogs.
Yeah.
The one is still going. Nixon, her little pug. It's like 15 years old. Wow. So way after we dated, I would always watch her dogs for her when she would go out of town.
Exactly.
And I remember after a stand-up show, she had hit me up like, hey, come grab the keys because I'm going back home to Colorado and I want you to watch the dogs. And she had a new apartment. Nate Simmons was living with her. And I remember...
When was this? Like
2014.
Was it 14 or 15? Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, a little while ago.
So I remember after the show, we were all going to like... It was dog-ass winter. There was like a foot of snow on the ground. We were all set. You know how we used to carry the stages and like bust down the stand-up show?
Absolutely.
So I'm carrying the stage and Todd's all hammered. Wait, let's go Estelle's after this. We'll go Estelle's. Come on. And I was like, no, I can't. I'm going to Ashley's.
To look at for a dog.
But he didn't let me finish that.
Yeah.
He just, oh, you're not over? Come on, man. You're not over? And I kept being like, no, dude, I'm watching her dogs.
Yeah.
You're watching your ex-girlfriend's dogs?
Yeah, to me, it's a sign of maturity. You're
and
able
I was
to do
just
that.
like, I was like, dude, you don't know what you're
I couldn't
talking
do
about
that.
right now. I'd like that. And I was like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, you're hammered. But he was doing that thing where he wasn't he was like, he wouldn't let me pass him. He was like blocking me off whenever, like he wanted to have a conversation with me. Like, we need to talk about this. Like, you're making a mistake type of thing. Like, dude, and I even get what he was
When you're
trying
drunk,
to
you
do. I
know.
even get what, like, I'm not pining after my girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
It would be a difference if I was just like, no, I'm going to Ashley's
Yeah.
and telling her that I love her.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm going to pick up her fucking house
Yeah,
key
yeah, exactly. And have
so
her
I
dog
can
take a
watch her
shit.
dogs.
Yeah.
And then and I was just like, dude, you need to get the fuck out of my face right now.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't. And 5 seconds later, I just fucking, with my left hand, because my punch hand is my right hand.
Yeah.
I fucking bottom of my palm
Yeah.
cracked him right here below the eye.
Ooh.
And
That'll hurt.
it echoed in the basement of the
Like there was
Crocodile
literally like
Lounge.
a punch in an Elvis
Junior
movie.
Stopka and Maggie were over there.
Yeah.
And they we had to get broken up. So I pop him and he like hobbles. And I think I might have gave him another good one.
Yeah.
And I got him on the ground and he was trying to punch back, but he was hammered. So I
So
was
he's like, well,
I was
yeah.
holding, here's how I knew I could have, I was holding his arms and my forearm was on his throat.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking Junior and James pulled me off of him.
Yeah.
And I fucking ran in the back. And we had a guest in from out of town who saw it. So
Yeah.
like that was like his impression.
Yeah, of the show.
And I was just like, it was just building. I told James, I go, that was every fight with my dad. That was 15 years of anger.
Yeah.
That I just unloaded on him.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, man. Hey, man, you know.
And then the next day, so I think I stayed at James's house that night.
Oh,
like
man.
he immediately left. We separated.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Nate came up to me And he oh, so this is another part. So Nate, so I still have to go to Huck's to get her house
exactly.
key.
Yeah. You got to do responsible things. Still post this.
So Nate Simmons is living with her. So we walk to her place. She lived in Logan Square.
Nate Simmons and yourself.
Yeah.
From up Milwaukee Avenue.
Milwaukee Avenue.
Yeah, it's a haul.
So we
it's a haul.
walked
You can do
to
it,
her house
but it's a
just
haul.
so I could calm down and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here's what made it worse though. So it turned out to be okay, but this was almost more mortifying than getting into a fight. So the whole way up, I'm talking to Nate, and I'm just like trying to explain, like, dude, I'm over her. Like, this has nothing to do with that. I love these dogs are the shit. Like, why would I not watch her dogs?
Yeah.
So then he was just telling me how he was like, dude, that was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, you fucking beat the shit out of him. And then he goes, dude, we all know Todd. We all love Todd. He goes, very few people are going to say that he didn't deserve this.
Well, exactly.
He was
I mean, yeah.
He goes, I love him to death. He goes, you were
totally
completely in the right
yeah,
to
absolutely.
do what you did.
Absolutely.
And then
I love Todd, but
right
you
when
can get under your skin, though.
Right when we get up to Ashley's, he was like, all right, now go have sex with Ashley because you just offended her. And she was standing on her porch.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was,
and I completely walked away. I just walked away, and Nate had to like make up a reason. And then I was like walking up and down her street like, that fucking asshole, that son of a bitch, Nate Simmons. Like, why the fuck would he do that?
Yeah.
He saw her. Like, why would you be a comic? We just had a whole walk where I was hyperventilating because I just punched somebody. Like, why would you make the joke then? You asshole.
Yeah.
And then I walked back, and then Nate was like coming to get me. I guess Ashley didn't hear him say that.
Okay.
So to her, it just looked like I saw her and walked away.
Yeah.
And then that's when Nate had to be like, he just got into a fight with Todd. He's all fucking...
Yeah.
He's all emotional.
Yeah.
So then I went into Ashley's and I explained her the situation, leaving out it was over you. I was just like, oh, Todd was drunk and I ended up punching him.
Yeah.
And then the next day I was at work and he texted me and he was like, oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
And then he was like, if it makes you feel any better, I have a black eye.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Oh, and then he did say he was like, I won't. He was like, you were right. He was like, I'll leave. He was like, I won't put other people's business in my mouth anymore.
Yeah. Dude, part of the reason why coming back into stand-up comedy 2.0, I didn't want to know who was dating who. I didn't want to know who was sleeping with who. I didn't want to know who was not sleeping with who. I didn't want to know who was not paying their rent. I didn't want to know who was the drunk and who was the drug addict. I didn't want to know who was... I really made an attempt because I remember stuff like that happening with comics all the time. I absolutely. The first 12 years I did stand-up, I remember there's one guy,
it's all year round.
Sean Cole, who's a dear friend of mine, lives in Oregon right now. I remember he had a kind of a freak out with Brady Novak once. This is probably 17 years ago. And he pulled a knife. He had a knife out and shit and was like, you're going to try to kill me, man?
Dude, you remember when I talked off that fucking gangbanger guy? That Brian, whoever the fuck?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was where I felt... That was... See, that's where after I punched Todd...
Yeah.
That kind of made me realize, though, like, oh, I could defend myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, up until that, I was such a completely passive...
Yeah. Yep.
People, I had a bit how people used to call me a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Like, I was the big...
Yeah.
I remember most of my interactions with females. I was the dude you could like sit and snuggle with, and you felt unthreatened.
Yeah, yeah, but then they
like
they weren't really attracted to you though. So
and but that was just my persona. I never got angry.
Good for you.
I never.
Yeah, I did.
And it was just something about doing stand up. I guess just living in that grime world where it was just like enough. Like
yeah.
I can only put up with so much. Like, you know what it really was? It was that he wasn't letting me pass him. Yeah. Like, that's fine if you want to be in my ear about like something, but
yeah, exactly that.
Don't stand in front of me like you're fucking protecting me from something. Like, I'm gonna knock you out.
There were so many comics I know who, whatever. I fucking joined that cult, dude, because of a comedian. Who joined it because his ex-fiance.
The dude I punched is to this day one of my best friends.
Well, exactly.
Like, I talk to him all the time.
I love Massey, of course, but I could see Massey also.
And you know what?
Needling people the right way.
It did. He never was as annoying after that. I would say it probably had some positive impact.
Yeah. Yep. maybe you got to tone it down. No,
And,
I
but like
believe
I
that.
said, that's when I kind of was like, oh, I can be a little tougher. Like I don't have to just let people. So when that other comic was like legit harassing people, like threatening their body.
Yeah. When did that occur again? Was
that was like 2016 or 15.
Was that a Power Hour?
That was like a year later, like 15. That was at Power Hour. So it was this dude he was kind of this white guy who talked hip hoppy, you know?
Oh.
And he wasn't unfunny.
Yeah.
He would go up at Kohl's.
Yeah.
And he was that kind of guy where you thought he was like, oh, this is a overconfident guy who thinks he's funny.
Yeah.
But then he'd be funny. And you're like, oh, shit. Like, he's a good open mic comedian.
Yeah, exactly.
But then he'd get hammered and he'd get in people's faces, and he was like a tall MMA guy, so he would he would always start fights at the end of the night, and he would get banned from open mics. So then he started saying that he was getting banned because of the things he says. So Power Hour was his last. I used to let him come to Power Hour because you know me.
Yeah, exactly. You like the gutter. That's why I did well there.
And not even the gutter, but like
no, I'm giving you
I'm
shit.
under the belief that unless you are physically causing harm to people, you should be allowed to say whatever you want on stage.
Yeah.
So I don't care what people would come to Power Hour and say off the hook shit. Fine, I'm just gonna make fun of you after you get off.
Exactly.
That's the payoff.
Yeah, exactly.
So I used to let him go up.
Yeah. Oh, I always like the anarchic quality of that mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I heard that like Rena Calm and a bunch of people were messaging me being like, no, he actually like said he was going to rape me and shit like that. And I was like, okay. So he came to sign up and I was like,
Jesus.
No. And I was like, no, you have to go, dude. Like and unless I hit Massey, I would have never had the courage to say you can't be here.
Yeah.
But here's a little side research. So while everybody was messaging me, like there was a whole week where he was the talk of the scene. Yeah. Where like he's here, he got banned from here. He said this on stage and got banned and tried to punch this guy.
I'm so glad I was not aware of any of that crap.
It was like
when it was
Facebook
going on.
groups and shit.
Yeah, I'm so glad. So glad I wasn't aware.
I
of that.
remember they were like, and he talks about how he's a gangbanger. So this dude who was a delivery driver at Philly's Best, I worked with him every day.
Yeah.
He was a former gang member.
Yeah.
So I got like a profile dossier on this guy. I was like, here's his name. Can you find out? Supposedly he ran with this gang.
Yeah.
So I found out that he went to jail for dropping dime on a bunch of murderers who fucking murdered this 12-year-old. Kind of noble.
Yeah.
But still, he's a rat.
Yeah.
So I had that in my back pocket of just finding out about this guy, and it confirmed that, like, okay, he rolls with some hard people. Like, he's not just talk.
Yeah,
like, He probably could cause harm to some people if he wanted to.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So I was talking. I was like, no, you got to get the fuck out of here, man. I was like, you make people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with your stand-up. Like, you got to go.
Yeah.
And then he was talking shit, and as he was walking away, I go, yeah, why don't you go rat on some more gang members, you fucking bitch?
Yo, really?
And he fucking turned around and like we got face to face.
Yeah.
As he was coming up, I was like, oh, he's going to come beat the shit out of me.
He's going to cold cock me.
And Tim McLaughlin was there and he was like, I held my ground. And he always to this day will say like, you remember when you called that guy a fucking bitch?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, you fucking rat bitch. Like I kept calling him a rat bitch.
Yeah.
You fucking rat bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. No, I never knew that this guy was out there because that's the caliber of person in the stand-up scene.
Oh, yeah.
It allows for people like that.
And then every now and again, I'd see him like sitting at bus stops, and I'd be like, "Okay, he can murder me right now. Like, we're out in the open."
But then he eventually was he sort of out of the scene at that point?
Oh
like
yeah,
left?
I think that because that was the last place he was allowed to do stand up.
So isn't it some of the people you come across, you forget the stories about what had happened. Where it's
I
like
even
people,
think Philip said was like, "When you're not allowed at Power Hour."
Yeah.
That's saying something.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you get the information. There are certain people in the scene that had to be jettisoned out. Is that Rod Steiger with the beard? Jesus Christ, is that Rod Steiger?
I don't think so.
Come on, it can't be Rod Steiger. It looks
Why
like
do you
him.
think everyone's famous?
Because I don't know, it's kind of a big movie. It could be Rod Steiger.
This was not a big movie.
Why?
Ralphie did nothing. The star did nothing after this. He's like a behind the scenes guy.
Wait, what do you mean he makes money? Yeah, it's consistent work.
But eventually, he was like a one-hit wonder up until fucking Jon Favreau became friends with him.
I thought that was Rod Steiger at the beginning of that line.
Let me see.
But yeah, I'm trying to think.
Rod Steiger. I'm gonna look up.
Who was
Rod
on
Steiger.
the waterfront
and
in the heat of the night?
And he's mostly a director, wasn't he?
No, he's mostly an actor. He was in Dr. Zhivago. He's a very respected
I've seen
actor
Rod
of his
Steiger
era.
in the Jon Favreau show.
He
If you're right, I'll
no,
shit
there's no way
myself.
I'm right. There's no way I'm right. He's supposed to look like Rod Steiger, but there's no way I'm right. He wouldn't have done this.
Dude, you know you gotta when your filmography is a separate page, you've fucking made it.
Oh yeah.
When it's not in your Wikipedia,
yeah, well
it's categorized as the stage works
yeah.
of Rod Steiger.
Yeah, well, he's totally respected actor.
He made a movie pretty much every year until he died.
Well, he was, the stories about him, he had a place over, I think, in Malibu.
He unfortunately was not in A Christmas Story.
Yeah, that's how good.
In the 80s, here's Rod Steiger's 80s work. We got fucking Klondike Fever,
Oh.
The Lucky Star, Lion of the Desert, Wolf Lake, Cattle, Annie, and Little Britches.
Okay, Annie is the only one that's actually, I know of any of those.
The Chosen,
I think I remember that. I have a vague.
The
rings a
Magic
vague
Mountain, The Naked Face, The Kindred,
Oh, The Kindred. I think he did some horror movies, I think.
Catch the Heat, American Gothic, The January Man, The Summer of White Roses, Tennessee Waltz, and that's it. And then he does Men of Respect in 1990.
Wow.
He did no big movies.
Yeah, well, he was...
Fist. He did Fist
did
in
Fist?
1978.
Yeah, well, that was a Joe Estrauss
F
movie.
Period. I period.
Absolutely.
S. The Federal Investigation Services transgatory vibes or whatever the fuck.
Well, it was about the union movement with Sylvester Stallone was in that. That was his movie after Rocky.
That's great.
Was Fist. And so he was in that. Yeah, because, I mean, Steiger was a respected actor, I mean, he was... I guess Steiger said, though, he suffered from such crippling depression that he had a house, I think, in Malibu. He would look at the ocean. He would get up in the morning. He would just sit and look at the ocean until he went to sleep at night. He was
in Mars Attacks.
Man.
He was in Shiloh, the movie version of Shiloh. I read that book in 4th grade.
Yeah,
but the dog doesn't die. That's good.
But he was, I mean, his big movies are like Dr. Zhivago, I think. Like back in the 60s, he made a lot of big movies.
Shiloh 2, Shiloh Season. Some would say the greatest sequel in the film history. Up there with Air Buddies.
But he, I guess he had crippling depression for like a year and a half. That's all he did, he said. He would just get up and look at the ocean.
He was a recluse. He couldn't act. I remember he talked about that.
He had crippling depression, which is what a rough life, to do. But he got out of it. I think
that Bobcat Goldthwait? Is that Santa Bobcat Goldthwait?
Maybe it is. I'm hoping. I want it to be some famous.
That's gonna be my new favorite thing of just like who you think people are. This is the shit that I love looking at this movie now of like. He'd be fired for kicking him down this slide now. You wouldn't stand for that.
Kids were malleable, man. Kids were malleable.
You abused my child.
Oh, of course.
Fucking ugh. You stupid kid. Yeah, I kicked him in his... I touched him with my boot. So what?
Oh, man. Yeah, it is... I have a sketch about
Here's
that.
an interesting question about COVID. So, are you going to wear a mask after... COVID's gone?
Probably not.
No, I'm not either.
Probably
my sister
not.
said she's going to, and I'm I'm slightly judging you for that.
I mean,
I'll get over it,
Probably in
but
large-
I'm slightly
only in
judging
large
you for that.
crowds.
Excuse me?
Only in large crowds. Like if I was to go to like Lollapalooza again.
No, I'm gonna be so happy.
Like a
to
stadium
not to.
show where there's 7,000 people or something
Because
like
that's
that.
where I'm compliant, but I don't like it. Like I'm not walking around being like this is how it should be.
Yeah.
Because some people, like my sister, she's of the mindset like it's just like, oh yeah, I can't believe we used to like talk face to face with people.
Oh God, don't.
Like
So gross.
it's not though. It's how you interact.
So gross. Like there's spits just flying in your face.
Yeah. I will say wearing a mask, I think it's that I've been diligent about that.
But it's not even a germ thing. It's just that to me is what detaches people from like when we're getting into a Matrix world. When you're like, can we believe we used to stand next to people?
Yeah, I know.
How archaic standing face to face with somebody. And
I know.
how disgusting it is to stand next to somebody. Ugh.
I know. And now the computer
all
has
right,
just
fucking build your pot already.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah, exactly. And what a vain attempt in this city to do that when there's just fucking millions of people. You're trying to do that, you know? It's impossible.
Well, because that's the thing. My sister lives in the dog suburbs, so like her chances of actually interact, she probably can go without wearing one because she's seldom around enough people.
Yep.
But to live in a city and be like, yeah, even after the pandemic, I'm gonna like you're gonna be wearing that puppy all the time then.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be wearing it until the vaccine is proven to work with minimal side effects.
Even the Japanese only wear it when they're sick or when
Hong
someone in
Kong,
their home is sick.
Yeah, well, I think you also wear it when
now again, I'm
quality.
not gonna judge people that do, but that's gonna be the one. You know how you have little cultural things that you're just like, all right, I'm gonna have to get over this. Like, I'm gonna have to not make fun of this. Like, it's gonna take me effort to not make fun of this, but I'll get there.
Yeah. It's interesting that people are worried about that their vanity. You're covering my face, my vanity. Oh, no, listen. I wore the mask. I need to wear the mask. It has worked for me. I've tested negative 5 times. So I think that's...
Oh, no, but my whole...
I'm doing something right.
This is all post-COVID. Like when the vaccine, when the disease... 3 years from now, when it's eradicated.
Well, it's not going to be eradicated.
But
I think
I'm saying,
going to be a permanent
like,
feature like the flu.
3 or 4 years from now,
when it's managed, when they actually have a vaccine.
And you see someone wearing a mask, are you going to be like, look at this fucking guy?
I have no idea.
Get this fucking mask guy.
I don't know. I don't know how I'll think of that. I'll probably be dead.
Because even before COVID, when I would go to Koreatown and I would see people wearing a mask, I would jokingly be like, we're not there. Like...
They do that here.
We don't have
the
pollution China does. You can take the mask off.
Yeah,
but that's when I knew. I used to think masks were all pollution. I didn't know it was like
for illness.
They do it for illness. Yeah,
absolutely. Because I'm sure the flu transfers a lot to people. So I think it'll be the flu, and you'll have to get a flu shot and a COVID shot from now on. Well, once the vaccine is truly implemented, which I think they're going to start doing by the end of this month.
But yeah, my sister posted a meme of like, raise your hand if you're going to keep wearing a mask after you don't have to. And I was just like, all right.
God.
Like,
yeah.
Right.
Some people will. It's just like the fact that that even became an issue. It's just like, it's such awful politics that Trump put out there. You know? Just like, you're wearing a mask, you fucking pussy. What are you, a fucking pussy or something wearing a mask? No, I actually don't want to get this thing and potentially
That's
die,
how selfish
you
I am, though, because I'm following the rules. So I have a mask. So when I see people that aren't, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Like, you're an asshole, but like...
I've seen a couple folks
go ahead and be an asshole.
The majority
like,
in the city are wearing a mask.
Yeah.
But every once in a while I see someone not. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Every time I've seen someone, you can see on their face that they genuinely forgot and they have a panic. Like, you see them put their shirt going up all the time.
Yep. I forgot one time when I went to the liquor store. I went and I was like, I forgot
Sounds like
my
the lyrics
mask.
to a ska song. I forgot when I was going to a liquor store. My COVID mask.
Would that be? What would be the name of the lead vocalist of that ska band? Ska bands had the worst names, I might add.
Lars Dixonson.
It would be kind of semi-Jamaican, somewhat formal, but not really.
Yeah.
So yeah. His skanking name that was an Australian.
Or
accent,
you have like the No Effects guy's name is Fat Mike and he's not fat.
What about wasn't Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
I think they have normal names. Yeah, but they have normal names.
Yeah, in the 80s there was a ska thing. The Specials, I look at them as being like a ska band.
Well, yeah, there's waves.
There's also Bad Manners.
Third wave is the last wave.
That's
like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones and shit like that.
Yeah.
And Streetlight Manifesto and shit like that.
Yeah, ska's
Big D
bad.
in the kids' table. Ska is not bad, sir.
I don't know.
Not bad.
I have issues with it.
You like 2 kinds of music, first of all. You like metal and fucking garage rock. That's it.
Hey, listen, I used to
and
be
you
a big
like
reggae
hip hop,
fan.
and you like hip hop.
I like old school hip hop.
But
course.
like, so you like everything from the 80s and early 90s that's not hair metal.
I can't stand the hair metal. I just hated it so much.
Because I could even like, do you like Ben Folds? See, how can you not like Ben Folds? That's good. Because it doesn't have a meta.
No, it's not that, dude. It's not that. It's,
Is it too sissy for you?
There's so many bands of that era that I just could not stand that were popular.
Like, you know what I was thinking today?
Like
it was so
bad
funny.
jam bands
It
and
was
shit.
so funny. I was thinking a song, and I was in my head, and I was just like, Crocious definitely hates the Spin Doctors.
Oh my God. Could you ever wonder? Now go ahead. Now did you ever think about it? Now baby, have you
This is
wondered?
gonna take me down. When I was a kid,
fucking bad.
When I was a kid,
so fucking bad.
I had that on cassette. Got
so
a pocket full of.
They were terrible. They were terrible.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
They were in the, again. There was that whole kind of like they to me, although they weren't a typical. They were like in the like Cracker. Cracker was the better
I got
version.
a pocket full of kryptonite.
They were like a bad Cracker. Cracker was in the same camp as them.
Dude, before you came here, you know what I had planned?
What?
I'm going to Disneyland.
Oh God.
Who
Who sang that horrible song of that
Do you
era
like
too?
Candlebox?
No, I don't. I don't like. Who was the band that sang? You gotta keep them separated. Hey, hey.
That's The Offspring.
I did not like the Offspring. They were bad.
What about Weezer?
Weezer? I like. Weezer, I like actually.
Okay.
Weezer's pretty good. I like Weezer. They're
Pretty good.
shoegazer. Yeah, Weezer's good. Weezer's good. I'm a Weezer fan, but I'm a bit of a snob in certain ways of that era of music.
Get up. You gotta give what you give. You probably like Get What You Give.
You know, I like Triumph a lot. No,
The Insult Comic Dog?
No, the band Triumph. You're young now, you're wild now and free. Is that how it goes? Something like that? Maybe not.
But I'll be listening to music, and very often I'll be like, Crocious definitely hates this.
Of course,
Like,
man.
you know who I love that you probably hate? Eddie Money Rules, dude.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I tell you what, there's a few songs of his that are actually okay.
Don't worry.
Baby, hold on to me.
Baby, hold on. The bass line from
yeah.
Baby Hold On is epic, dude.
Yeah, that's okay, but it's like for the most part, she was shaking. Whoa,
Don't
snapping
worry.
her fingers. Oh, bad.
Don't worry.
Bad.
The Eddie Money song, Don't Worry. Also, that's my fucking dream. My next album cover, I'm going to recreate the Eddie Money album cover.
Why do you guys
where
think
he's
this is, like,
smoking,
funny and
He's got the
good?
long duster and he's smoking the cigarette with his fucking epic hair.
Yeah, and he's looking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm recreating that.
Yeah, it's.
But-
why? Is it a big ironic goof? Do you look at how he thinks he's all sexy, but he's not?
No,
Or
it's
what's-
not. Look how he thinks he's. It's like, look how this should be. This is hilarious. Like, look how seriously he's taking
himself. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not. I'm
Yeah, okay.
lampooning it.
Good.
Like, that's why it would be a
Well,
comedy
of course,
album.
you know, it's like
James Webb got
take
so mad.
me home tonight.
So
I don't like
James,
that
he's
either.
watching the show. Hello,
Good.
James.
Hey, James, what's up?
He
Do I owe you some money?
He makes stand-up albums covers. He made my stand-up album cover.
Yeah.
He does the art for everybody. Now he was doing Joe Kilgallen's, and he spent all this time making all these different, like, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this, and Joe was just like, I want a picture of me, but the Bleach Nirvana album cover. You know how it's like,
Yeah, it's negative. It's the
it's
negative.
a negative.
Yeah, exactly.
And
yes.
James was fucking pissed of just like, that he had spent all the work, but he was like, I hate when people just want to rip off a band's fucking album. Like, I have so much original art that I can do, and there's so many different things we can do, and he just wants to do a boring ass fucking Nirvana mock.
You know?
So they compromised where he wanted that to be the album cover. James wouldn't do the negative. It's the same border.
Okay.
And it's a picture of Joe, and it says Joe Kilgallen, whatever, below it. And then the inside art is all of James's covers and stuff.
That's
But
cool.
I remember James being like, he just wants to do a boring ass fucking mock of a Nirvana album. I remember laughing. I was just like, that's such a graphic artist thing to be upset
Absolutely.
about.
You know, it's
like
you're dealing with comedians.
Because
Look
I
who
was
you're
telling
working
him,
with.
But I go, James, he's paying you hundreds of dollars to do something so simple.
Yeah.
Like, I would be extremely ecstatic.
Yeah.
Shitty move. If somebody's paying you for a product, they are paying you for what they want. They are the customer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he did it. He wasn't upset, but I remember
Yeah.
privately he was just like, "Oh, it's so boring."
Yeah. Well, you know, that's what you do, you know, when you're figuring out your album cover, man. But yeah, so we were talking about this movie again. Oh, no, is this the end? Is it Christmas Day now?
No. I mean, it's getting
Doesn't
there.
this thing goes on forever, doesn't
It's on
it?
for 20 more minutes.
Okay.
20 more minutes.
Never saw it. What I liked of this era, like my childhood Christmas that I look forward to, what I look forward to, all the claymation ones, all those claymation,
the Rankin and whatever Bass,
and the whole like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Mr. Freeze and the Heat Miser. I liked all of those.
My best friend's mom liked those, and I used to kind of make fun of her.
Oh, I loved them. When I was a kid, I loved them.
But they made fun of me all the time, so I was always glad when I had one thing.
I mean, I was 6 years old for crying
She
out
liked
loud.
Elvis and those lame-ass fucking claymation
Elvis is good.
Christmas. Elvis sucks.
Elvis is fucking fun.
Fucking
every American, just as every Muslim should go to
Suspicious
Mecca.
Minds is
every
the-
American should go to Graceland.
Suspicious Minds is the only good Elvis song.
I'm caught in a trap. That's when he was making albums just in his house.
Because I love you too much, baby.
He paid the highest amount of taxes one year. That's how much money he made one year, like in the 60s.
So at least he was paying them.
You know, I gotta pay my taxes. You know,
But you know what? The vibe of it, because it's Midwest, this, like, even into the 90s, this is how your living room was. Cluttered, colorful, fake plants in the windows, even though they don't need to be in the windows.
Christmas was a fun day.
Oh, it was
Christmas
great.
was great. Absolutely.
And
Fun
I had
day.
divorced parents, like I was talking about with Kevin Hogan. Like, I got two shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christmas Eve was with my mom.
Yep.
And they would give, I remember one year.
I didn't.
When PS2 came out, I wanted a PlayStation 2 so bad. And I got my mom on Christmas Eve. Two of the gifts were she got me Grand Theft Auto 3 and a SmackDown game. And she just goes, "Oh yeah, tomorrow you're getting the PlayStation at your dad's." Act surprised.
Oh, she.
Yeah. Because like it was just she had to do it reverse because she had bought the games.
Exactly. First.
And then the whole other side of my family pitched in the $500.
Wow.
It was like the only thing I got for Christmas.
But it was like it's one of your best Christmases ever, though, right?
That's another thing too, because a lot of people think because like I said, when we turned 18, presents kind of stopped.
Oh, absolutely.
We get money. Like my aunt will probably send me some fucking money.
That's nice.
Like my other aunt, joking, she gives us lottery tickets. It's mostly cash though.
Yeah.
When you turn 18, they give you cash so you could buy what you want.
Yep.
And even when they were giving us presents, there was a price limit.
Yeah.
Like you give us a list and we're maybe going to get one or two things.
Yep.
So make sure like you put to the top the things you really want.
Yeah.
And you never really, even if you put something expensive, you were never expecting it.
Yep.
And it was like I knew if I get this PlayStation, like I remember I think I even told them like I'm perfectly fine with this being the only thing I get.
Yeah.
Like and I had to grease them all year.
Yeah.
Like I was bothering them all year about wanting this PlayStation.
Well, but they came together. They came through for you.
Yep.
You know, they came through for you.
And
That's
then
a good
I remember
thing.
one
The story's
year
got a happy ending.
when the Power Rangers were hot. I wanted a bunch of Power Rangers. I was like Power Rangers,
Like
shit,
uniforms
dude.
and shit, you know?
The action figures.
Oh, okay.
Like get me Power Ranger.
What year would
toys.
that have been? Like 95?
93, 94.
Okay.
But I remember this is how non-confrontational I was. I got 4 Red Rangers. 4 different people bought me Power Ranger action figures, and I think none of them coordinated. They could have got me the whole set.
Yeah.
They could have got me all the colors.
Exactly.
But I remember I didn't complain. I just I kept 1. I kept 2, 1 for a backup, 1 to play with. And then I remember I gave 1 away quietly.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to trade one.
I didn't want him to find out that I was
My friend
trading.
had a Black Ranger that I
so you
think I was
traded?
trying to trade. But I remember I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And I think even I was unwrapping them and they were noticing like, "Oh, you got the same ones." And I was like, "Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'll figure out a way."
Good
And then
for you.
eventually I got a Green Ranger, which I still have at my mom's house. I got the Dragon Zord. I have a piece of the Green Ranger shield here in this closet.
Yeah, the Power Rangers were a big thing of your childhood, of your generation's
huge.
childhood.
Huge.
Absolutely.
Power Rangers and
That's when I was really old too.
Crow, my earliest, besides like Mike Ditka getting fired and shit, a lot of my earliest television excitement was not even excitement, but Power Rangers and the OJ trial.
Yeah.
Were like the same era for me.
I think the Power Rangers were to you what Ultraman was to me.
Yeah, probably.
Because I used to genuinely be excited to watch Ultraman, but I used to have nightmares, and my mom wanted to blame it on on me watching Ultraman,
that's lame.
and you know something?
And the Japanese and their crazy TV.
Yeah, what it really was is I have a brother who's actually trying to murder me. I don't know if you're aware of this, Mom. You might be out of touch, but there's an older beast over here who's suffocating me repeatedly at the ages of 3, 4, and 5. He's doing it all the time, and one of these days it might work. You know,
Yeah.
so.
You
Anyway.
want to lean into a break here?
Yeah, sure,
Are you
man.
feeling it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Yeah,
so
let's do a
we're
break.
we're probably gonna lean out of the Christmas movie. We'll be
Yep.
done. We're gonna the next segment. I think we're gonna watch a romance comedy.
We're trying to do a segment here because, and I suggested it this week, of we've watched a couple rom-coms the past 2 weeks, Boys and Girls.
Yeah.
And then we also, what did we watch the week before that? I can't recall off the top of my head, but it was another rom-com.
I think I told you about Boys and Girls.
It was a Katherine
before that.
Heigl movie, I think we were watching.
27 Dresses.
Yeah, oh, God, I hated that ending. God, I hated that
Oh, where there were
ending.
27
Women
bridesmaids?
are fucking smarter than that, okay? They just are. We're going to have this movie where she's a bridesmaid, but never a bride, and she makes the nice dresses, but then it all works out. No, women are fucking cooler than that, okay? They just are.
They like you too.
Know,
They're fans of Jesus Jones.
right.
That's a good
Watching
song.
the world break up.
Dude,
You know,
this is
it's in my
we
script.
could end on this Christmas memory. Just imagine a young Keith Pazel with his sister riding in his uncle's gold 1993 Toyota Camry with a big brick phone in the middle of the
Yep.
fucking seat. And then you're driving to the city,
Yeah.
and he puts in a CD in his CD car player, and you're like, Jesus Christ, are you rich?
Yeah.
And just that Jesus Jones cracks on.
Yeah. You have to understand, that is
He's got that smoky white guy voice. Will you sign?
that movie is, the Cold War is truly over.
I was alive and
Da-na-na-na.
I waited. And then he took us to Buckingham Fountain because they used to light up Buckingham Fountain for
Exactly.
Christmas. So we
Absolutely.
would walk around that whole park, whatever.
It's kind of a
fucking
fun
park
little thing to
Buckingham
do as a
Fountain
kid.
is.
Did you like it?
Yeah. Oh no. And
Yeah.
he would take us window shopping.
Yep. You go to like Marshall Fields and stuff?
It was one of those things where he would do it every year, and then when we got older, we would keep expecting it, and he was just like, you guys are not kids anymore. Like, I'm not. I remember I browbeat him into taking me to Batman Forever at the theaters.
The second one?
The third one.
Oh, the third one.
I saw
the-
Returns in theaters too.
I
I've
saw-
seen
I saw
every
the
Batman
third.
movie in theaters, and I even think I saw the first one because
third one's
they
terrible.
took me as a baby to a double feature, Beetlejuice and Batman. Like
Joel
I don't remember
Shitmaker
it.
directs it. It's so fucking
See, but
bad.
here's what you have to know, Crow. That you were an adult man watching those movies.
Yes.
7-year-old Keith Pazel
Yeah.
loved Batman Forever.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dude, Jim
tried
Carrey as the Riddler?
Yeah.
I was all over that.
Yeah. Was Carrey was he like the first true comedic actor when you were a kid?
No, Chris Farley.
Oh, that really burst. Oh, okay. Chris Farley was the guy who really
Chris
made an
Farley
impression.
and Jim Carrey.
Were the two that really
Those
made an
were the
impression.
two guys.
For me, it was Belushi. Belushi and Steve Martin.
Fucking Yahoo
Steve
Serious.
Martin, yeah, in the 80s it got weird. What a bad time to be a teenager. But
Yeah.
anyway, second half we're going to do a rom-com. But I don't know what the rom-com is. Keith is going to surprise me because I have a feeling I'm going to have a pretty visceral response to it. So,
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
All
please.
right. Stay tuned, baby. We're going to be back on the other side of a break here.
At Blue Cross Blue Shield, we've been protecting millions of people for over 75 years. It's what gives us the experience and understanding to help you find a plan that fits where you are today and where you'll be tomorrow. Get spring break styles for the entire family. Tees and tanks for just $5 and thousands of other amazing styles all on sale. Run to Old Navy. There are moments that define who we are, what we stand for, and where we're going. Made with pride, crafted with passion. Jeep Cherokee. Find love again. Right on the Gulf Coast. Beau Rivage, a feeling like no other. To succeed in our ever-changing, busy world, you've got to create your own brilliant website. Wix makes it simple. Create your website today. It's easy and it's free. Every time you raise a Pacifico, let it be a reminder to live life anchors up. Imagine waking up to the enticing aroma of bacon, sausage, fluffy eggs, and a whiff of delectable hash browns. Stop imagining. Get to McDonald's for the deluxe breakfast platter because nobody has ever woken up to the fresh smell of cereal.
And sappy. It's just bad.
Are you ready to?
Relationships don't work. My life is not good.
All right, we're back. I held the fade in. Ooh, I got the M in Miramax head.
Well done. Exactly.
So we got the second half. I don't know if it'll be every second half. Sometimes we might start off with it. But I had so much fun showing Crocious romantic comedies and his clear hatred of their sheer... they're not based in reality, and you seem to not be having it.
I don't like that.
Yeah, but
I don't like
no
it.
movie's real.
I know they're all fake. I know they're all stupid.
Yeah.
But don't pawn itself
Quentin
off against good
Tarantino
art.
killed Hitler.
Yes,
in a movie.
Yes, but my point is it's just I think it's distorted. I think it's just distorted. I think it gives distorted messages.
Well, I think it's like the Walt Disney thing
You
where
know?
it's just trying to make the best of a bad situation.
It's just,
For
when
teens.
you're in a romance and you like someone.
Where
and
does
they
that
don't
voice
like
come
you.
from?
It's just so,
Where does that voice come from?
it comes from?
Is that what you hear when you see the movies?
God,
I feel like it's very
Because
naive.
every movie preview has this guy. It's got the deep voice guy.
No, but
That'd be hilarious if they
it's
used
the
that voice for the
subconscious of the
previews.
people who are watching it.
I relate to this because I had the same situation
Yeah, but
happen to me.
But
yeah.
the star of every romantic comedy is like a manly alpha guy. So it should
No,
be. It should be
isn't it-
more of.
isn't
No,
it-
it's Freddie Prinze. Freddie Prinze isn't a sissy. Like fucking.
But he plays a nerd. He goes against type.
No,
Oh,
but
he's
Boys and
stretching out.
Girls is
Fuck,
the
you're a
one
master
movie.
of your craft.
Boys and Girls is the one movie where he plays the nerd. That's
So
the whole idea of
fucking
it. And
bad.
She's All That. He's a jock who fucking treats people like shit.
Well, yeah, your caliber. I don't know. Again, it's a different
But
sensibility.
here's the thing, though.
What I would consider a rom-com of my era.
But here's where you're also I think wrongly assumed that everyone in my generation thought these were like the most like, oh my God, this is our Godfather. Like, like
I know.
No,
but
no movie that came out was like Toy Story was
you-
big when I was a kid.
Listen,
like,
I don't think that. I don't
so
think you're-
when this movie came out, it's not like we were like, oh my God, this is love. Like we were watching it, reacting like you are. It just didn't make us angry. We were like, isn't this fun?
Well, it's a waste of fucking sight. Do some better film. It bums me out that there's a market for this.
No, we thought
It
this was good
bothers
stuff.
me.
The
Of
movie
course it
American
did.
Pie is amazing.
Well,
You don't
that.
see that there's a market for just like shitty, funny movies.
But no, those movies. No, absolutely, there's a market for that. Of course.
And
there's a market
again,
for
these
that.
are like people go on these rants, and then they'll be like, "Fucking Animal House, bro, is the most classic fucking blah." It's the same movie.
Yeah.
It's just this. They don't fucking smash mashed potatoes on boobs in this movie.
Once again, your THC is taking over your brain right now.
No, this movie is as stupid as Animal House. Animal House is a retarded movie.
Okay. Turn it on. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. I think I've been primed well enough.
So this movie achieves one of my biggest dreams, Crow, and that is the musical opening. The opening breaks down everything. Let me also start out by saying this carries on a long mid-90s, early 2000s tradition of making Shakespeare plays into teen movies.
Oh, God.
So this is Midsummer Night's Dream made into a movie.
Where they are also doing the play.
Yeah, in the movie.
Oh.
And Martin Short plays the theater director.
Oh, God.
You don't like Martin Short?
Martin Short's good.
Feeling. Even then. There's really something about the first girl you played doctor with. Maybe it's cosmic or something, or perhaps it's just that she's seen your package and didn't run away screaming.
Right?
Whatever it was,
Your
Allison and I were
package.
made for each other.
Yeah, it's a PG-13 movie.
Perfect fit.
There's actually a moment in the movie where Colin Hanks says dick and they put stick over it. But you see his mouth say the D.
Okay.
So, when her family moved away, I knew that someday, somehow, fate would bring us back together.
And it does.
Burke. Burke Landers. It's me, Allison. Allison McAllister?
Why would the entire lunchroom stop?
Because she fucking just like said his... I'm sure it's not a big... That is outlandish, but I'm sure a couple people would be like, why is this random bitch just walking up? Burke?
Of all the lunchrooms
The
and all
entire
the schools
lunchroom
in all
stops.
the world, that day, she walked into mine. It was
you
the
go.
perfect romance. I was dating the most beautiful girl in school. And the cool part, we still played doctor.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
For the first time in my life, I was in love, and I knew it would last forever.
So you think, right?
Boy, was I a dumbass.
We need to talk.
16 months. That's a long time for high school, Crow.
That's a long time for me. You know? What do you mean? That's fucking...
Life.
Yeah.
Even the really great things run their course eventually, right?
This
Friends
cat.
fade.
This is the young
Ben Foster. He plays like serious ass roles now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He was in Alpha Dog. He plays a fucking.
He was also in a. What was the movie with Wahlberg with their
Three
Navy
Brothers or something
Navy
like that?
SEAls in Afghanistan?
Yeah. Oh, he's all he plays neo-Nazis and shit. This is all he was in a Disney Channel show called fucking Flash Forward.
The feeling.
You know what she's about to do, Crow.
Well, yeah, that's why I want to listen to it. I'm hooked now.
It's kind of gone.
Here we go. Now I get it. Okay, this is a little goofy.
All right, so
like
I'm gonna make a movie where this happens. So she just broke up with him. He's got a box of things. She's giving him a box of things.
Ugh.
She prepped.
Yeah, I gave Beck a box of things. I gave a box of things before.
I think I might still have fucking relationship mementos fucking knocking about somewhere.
Yeah, no,
I should do that cleaning.
I have a.
So check this out, Crow. Do you know what a synchronized dance is?
Yes, I know what a synchronized.
I think we covered that a little bit in fucking. So they're playing a song, right?
It's okay, Captain and Tennille. Love.
Well, it's sung by High C, the pop star Vitamin C. She's there. She's gonna follow him while he's fucking. And then people in the neighborhood.
It's called Get Over It. Is that the name of this movie?
Yeah. The people in the neighborhood, Kirsten Dunst. Look at this cast. We'll listen to that. We're definitely getting fucking copyright strikes, but I don't care.
How old was Ben Foster? He must have been like 18, man.
No,
He's a kid.
20s.
Or like early 20s?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I'm old.
Cisco's in this movie. Thong Songs is Cisco. Keep us together. Other people, look at the gardeners getting involved. I want to do... I've had a dream to make a zombie movie where at some point the horde of zombies breaks off into a dance. Preferably to fucking Lido Shuffle by Boz Scaggs.
That would be good. You can do it. Zoe fucking she's in this, man. And Zoe Saladan. She's this is a fucking Carmen Electra. This is a cast.
Carmen Electra's in this movie for like 20 seconds.
I can tell you this much. They've always broke up with me. They've always broken up with me. And they
never had a fucking full-on band fucking sing a ditty. Look at that. You know that mailman's getting involved. It's amazing, right?
I just don't get it. I'm sorry.
But like, what's to get?
No, I'm not sorry about it.
No.
Its sensibilities are grating on me. You know?
But what's to get? It's just like, like he doesn't...
I can just turn it off. You know?
No, it's the idea of like, look how happy everyone else is while he's sad. Like there's a goddamn band playing behind him, and he's at his lowest.
It's ham-handed.
Well, yeah, it's ham-handed. It makes money. Ham makes money. People like ham. You don't eat ham?
Not Louise Rosner.
Yeah.
She doesn't like ham. Can tell you that much. I mean, I will say...
Also, Cisco probably choreographed all the dances in this.
When they break up with you, that's how they always do with me.
Look at all these. You didn't know that this town had this much shit.
I had a lot of anger about that. I've had anger.
You know why you were angry? Because you never had a band behind you while you were sad.
No. Maybe that's sadness. I always felt numbness, like it was nothing for 2 weeks. And then I had certain anger. I had a certain anger to it.
Yeah, there you go.
You know? He's trying to figure this one out.
Got that box there. Colin Hanks is in this movie.
Ed Begley Jr.
He's the man. I love him.
A pleasure for both parties.
His parents host a love show.
Simultaneously allowing for face-to-face intimacy.
Coolio knows what we're talking about. What do you think? You want to take her for a spin?
Oh my God.
You don't like Coolio?
This cast? Coolio's fine, but my point
Bro,
is...
we're finally watching a movie where everyone's famous.
That reaction was not that I didn't
I'm
like him.
making a joke. Can I make jokes?
No, what I'm saying is, I want to explain myself with Coolio, okay? He was literally grasping for straws. He was still he still had relevance in the world.
He was grasping for money.
Exactly. You know?
We're finally watching a movie where everyone's famous, and you don't like it.
Share?
Frank,
You don't have to say.
Who's the wife?
What's the story, dude? Little snap.
She is in a couple Adam Sandler movies, I think. She's in Bubble Boy. Have you ever seen Bubble Boy with fucking Jake Gyllenhaal?
No.
She's the mom in Bubble Boy.
Not Boy Under the Plastic in the Plastic Bubble, the John Travolta from the 70s.
It's making fun of that movie.
You have to. That movie blew me away. It's a boy in a plastic bubble.
Here's where what got annoying though is around the Bubble Boy time. At some point, every movie they tried to hammer in a romantic angle to it. So at some point, every comedy became a romantic comedy. Even old school has like the relationship angle to it.
Absolutely. Who's that black dude with the blonde hair?
That's Cisco.
Oh yeah.
He sang the thong song. He probably every dance move you see is probably choreographed by
Kirsten Dunst. You know, she was.
This is one of her first like by herself. I'm not that girl from the vampire movie roles. You have Mila Kunis from that 70s show.
Lord, she is. She's young. What year was this?
I want to focus that. That's a drop right there. What? She's young.
No. I felt like I know. I was just like I feel like a creep saying like she's beautiful because she's like 16.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I don't want to. But what year did this come out?
2001. You told me 2001.
01?
This is pre 9/11. Wow. The world hadn't changed yet.
Wow. I was working at the city at this time. Like I had a career going on.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize what was going on. I mean, like I tell you what. My life changed dramatically when I got the career going. When I got that going, there were certain things I couldn't do like I used to. I couldn't watch the latest, romantic comedy. I couldn't. It just didn't happen. I watched a movie on occasion, but it wasn't that often. The whole idea of like going out on the open night, which I used to love. Remember the Friday night opening night of the opening weekend of a hit movie? It was so exciting. Man, that went away over 20 years ago for me, probably. I think the last time I had that feeling was when I saw Phantom Menace, and what a disappointment! What an absolute disappointment!
Oh yeah, it's not good.
You got to understand. From my childhood, I mean, I had thought about that. I had pined for that for 16 years. That's my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for you guys, okay? Or is that too old for you?
No, that was a big hit for us.
Exactly.
Kids.
I mean, that was like, and then
I don't quite remember when. I was alive when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, but like I don't remember watching trailers for it or anything. I remember it being on TV, and I do remember Secret of the Ooze, which came out in 92. 92 really is the beginning of like
of your movie consciousness and awareness.
A lot of consciousness for me.
Yeah, interesting.
Just like remembering most of my shit. I don't remember a lot before 92.
Yeah. No, for me, 1977 was that year. 77, when I was 8 years old, was when I actually began to really become aware.
This movie made $19 million at the box office.
Not a hit.
Well, let's see how much it cost.
I probably made a profit, barely.
God,
I would feel weird acting in this.
Dancing?
No, just acting. Because she's out enjoying and then he sees her at the club?
Yeah.
That's his ex-girlfriend?
She's all out broken
But she's out like finding...
Also, do you know Midsummer Night's Dream? The plot to that?
I actually do not. I don't.
They explain it through it, but it's that. So if people watching know that, that's what it is. So yeah, she's out on the town. They're out at a very adult kids club. You know those?
How does
those organized clubs that they let children into?
This is what it is when you go out to
the closest we had to this. I think did I tell you about the salt mine?
In your suburb?
It was the church that on Fridays turned their basement into a club, really to lure children to the church. But they didn't know the type of grime they were dealing with. Yeah. We just fucking smoked Newport cigarettes and fucking
smoking
made
Newports.
Out in the bathrooms.
That is, man, that's a good WT
But even
cigarette,
that was a church. Like it wasn't official. It was a church basement. And there was a DJ in the corner.
Well, I mean, I didn't have that when I was in high school, but I remember when I went to the big city, when I went to Madison had a few bars that were dance clubs. There were like 5 or 6 dance club bars in Madison. That was my foray into the dance bar, doing that. The Cardinal Bar was a very dark bar. It's where I first heard 9 Inch Nails, and like Ministry and shit, like in the late 80s.
So this dude
is he a pop star?
He was in like England. And now he's at the high school and he's getting on Ben Foster's girl.
Oh, but they have to add this in the story?
Well, that's why he's his name. That's why it's like his backstory.
And that's that Zoe woman, right?
Yeah,
that's Zoe.
Zoe Saldana,
who's huge.
Yeah,
it's amazing. This does have a cast.
Yeah.
You know, it does have a cast.
Rod Steiger probably is in this movie.
I think he might have been dead by this time. I think he might. Yeah, but look at the hair. It's amazing how the hair matters. Like how they do it up.
Well, at the
she's
time, that was the
friggin-
popular hairdo.
Oh yeah, but the point is,
Oh,
she's
this is
like,
great. This is my holding the stereo above the head.
Take off your party dress.
Is he loaded?
Yeah,
he's loaded.
I can't believe you
The
dated
dogs
her
are barking.
for a year.
Did you ever do this? Have you ever gotten too drunk and went to an ex's house and like?
I did a couple dumb things drunk, but not something this obvious or bad. One time there was a woman early in the relationship. We had a couple dates, seemed to be getting along okay, and it was Pride weekend, and I got just low. I was like 33 or 34 years old, and I was doing bong hits and shit, and I was so fucked up.
This movie
so fucked up
did not make back its budget. No. It cost $22 million, and it
is that Harlan Williams or is that David Duchovny? It's Martin Short. That's actually kind of funny. Him playing he's the theater teacher.
Oh, he's great.
With a contemporary music twist. Hello.
Short making a career,
oh my God,
man.
How did you get this number?
Still throwing a hat in the ring.
He's great in this.
Well, I mean, they knew this was like the talent. You know what I mean? Like they knew this was future talent coming up.
So he's gonna join the play to get old girl back, the redhead. And this is Colin Hanks. He's just like, let's play basketball. And
yeah, I'm gonna be in King Kong in 4 years.
Yeah, I got my dad's lips.
I mean, that's gotta suck.
Just a mild annoyance.
Working your way up. Working your way up the Hollywood chain.
Yeah.
being a legacy, getting an opportunity, but having to still work for it.
That over the one shoulder backpack.
Oh yeah,
was the shit when I was a kid.
Yeah, no.
If you went 2 straps,
you were adored.
Look at the do-rags.
Look, I mean,
this is another thing too. The conversation during basketball.
Yeah,
like they square up and talk.
It's trying to appeal to an urban.
You just got to let her get over you, man. Like, well, he's crossing you up. He's giving you advice.
Jesus, I would be afraid to play basketball right now. My back is so bad. I would be barely able to run.
That's why you're golfing.
Yeah, well, I can't. I had to stop golfing for 3 weeks because of my back, man. I had to do it, and it's not. It's getting better, but it's not quite there yet.
Ooh,
I got a good chest pass in the nuts a few times. In the nuts a few times. Like, I mean, 14, 15 years old, on the ground, writhing in pain. Twice having that happen. When did you get hit in the nuts ever, Keith? When do you remember when you really got hit in the nuts hard? You know?
I'm trying to think. The reason I laughed because I thought of a funny situation with a friend. I'm trying to think of a hardcore nut situation.
Does she think his nose is bad because?
She knows what happened. She was in the gym and he was staring at her. That's why he got hit with the ball, because he was staring at her.
Oh God!
And
I hate doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
I've done that before.
So she's saying like, "What the fuck?" Like,
I just can't. I just.
It's different, you know. I mean,
she's basically saying why she broke
not
up
like
with
other
him.
guys our age. You know, he's sophisticated, and we're even going to try out for the spring.
See, in Midsummer Night's Dream, it's because like the one dude she's really in love with is poor, and she has to be with the rich guy.
Well,
so that's why in this they make him like a British pop star, because you can't make it a literal translation. So she's saying like, he's sophisticated. He was in a boy band.
Look at these contrived backgrounds.
He's named after a strike term.
Oh my Lord. Oh, going to North Avenue Beach when I was like 23, 24 was like a slice of heaven to me.
To see boobies?
Oh, to just see women in bikinis. It was like, it was a great time.
Well, dude, thank God you moved to L.A., huh?
No kidding, man. Yeah, that's true. I will say, I've been doing Lyft, which some people would say is a reckless thing to do. But I've been doing Lyft, been tested twice since I started. Negative both times. I got probably a test again this week. There are a lot of very pretty women in this city. I've had many pretty women in my Lyft, just to let you know, and I like it. It just makes my day. At least you're interacting with humans, for crying out loud. There's no interaction going on in this city, and also during the COVID thing, it's like, you still got to talk to people.
All right. So here's.
Oh, God, I'm so glad I wasn't a theater kid.
So check this out. So he got drunk and sang that song for Old Girl, and she was like, "Stop, you stupid piece of shit."
Yeah.
Now look at Old Strike Dog.
This is the sophisticated
They're auditioning
guy,
for
right?
the play for Midsummer Night's Dream. They're all auditioning for the play.
Okay,
and this is what he's auditioning with. Oh, he sang Allison. So he sings Allison. And everyone's like, oh, shit.
That's wow. Alrighty, well, if there's no one else. Wait.
This is a great scene.
Kirk Landers, I'm here to audition.
He's going to prove it to her. Don't ever do that. It's over. She made the decision. It's over. Trust me.
This is great.
By Oberon in the third act.
Oh, and I can't wait to hear it. But first, I need to hear your singing audition.
Excuse me?
The procedure, Mr.
He's
Landis,
a
is that we
child
sing first,
there.
and then we read
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's a child.
Well, Crow, this was like over 20 years ago.
20 years ago. It's like,
it was like
damn,
20 years ago.
Fucking old.
Sing first, read
She's
later.
probably dead. That girl's probably not alive.
Couple of junkies, couple of
Odds?
heroin addicts.
Yeah.
The lead. What happened to her? Did she become something?
She was in a few things. Let's see.
She had to have, because I mean, this guy's he's a working actor. You know.
Any song?
Any song you want.
She was in Sorority Boys, The Guardian, Sleeper Cell.
Oh, trying to make it into some sort of action movie.
Oh, she had a reoccurring role as a district attorney on SVU.
Okay.
Oh, he sings the Gum song. This actually is realistic. In high school, you don't have to be good. Like, they're in the singing auditions, you just have to sing a song.
Oh, God.
Longer with big red.
She helps them.
Oh.
That big red freshness lasts right through it.
Your fresh breath goes
On and on.
While you chew it, so say goodbye a little longer. Make it last a little longer. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
He get the whole school on his side now. It's building him up. He's getting built up as a baby face so he could fight the heel. It's like a wrestling storyline.
It's a simple morality play, which
Yeah.
it works.
And then here's this little comedy. So he's watching a family dog that humps things. So throughout the movie, you got this little dog that's humping things. That's fun.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's got some sort of hormonal imbalance.
Oh, God.
Wow.
We're gonna put the script writer. Hey, I'm sure they got made a lot of money.
Oh no, but
I'm sure they made some money.
I guarantee you, because of the times, they probably had to go back and can you put an animal scene in it? Like, it was probably a focus group or
yeah, exactly.
a new fucking
3
movie
months after
came
the shoot
out.
was done.
So
yeah.
they were like, can you add some of these dog humping scenes?
Yeah, like the machine got. Yeah, they got their hands on it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Okay. Sorry. I thought
So
you
now
were
they're
supposed to say-
building because she's helping him with the play because now he has to be in this fucking play.
So she's cool.
Yeah, she's cool. She's Colin Hanks' younger sister in the
Okay.
movie. And this is one of my issues with this movie is even though we're only 23 minutes in, they all of a sudden spring Kirsten Dunst and Ben Foster getting romantically involved. Like all of a sudden they have this house party, and at the house party they almost make out, and you're like, wait, they've just been doing play shit the whole time. At no point in this
it
movie
didn't feel organic and
did
natural.
it feel like they were building a romantic relationship. Like, it feels like she just tried to make out with him. Because then for the rest of the movie, it's about how he actually should be with Kirsten Dunst and not this redhead.
Yeah. I remember trying out for basketball my 9th grade year and not making it.
Yeah.
And being told by Catherine Egan.
Oh.
A woman told me, and I was like, I fucking was supposed to be on there. Like, I was looking forward to making that
She
team.
spoiled your life.
You know, it was just like, oh. And I was riding high.
Some
off being
people
good
don't
in the
like
play.
Some people don't like movie spoilers.
You know,
they get mad.
I was like,
you're
don't
at
say
work,
anything.
You come home from work. You're like, someone's like, did you watch the cup? I recorded the game. Don't say anything.
I knew I was on the cusp and I didn't make it.
Some people don't like that.
Yeah.
And then this girl was like, no, this is what's happening in your life.
Here's what happened. I was next to Scott Kruger, who was a good athlete, starting quarterback on the high school team. I was in the 9th grade. He was a good athlete. He played like junior varsity as a 9th grade kid. You know what I mean? Like he was playing with kids a year or two older than him, you know, and holding his own. So it was Kathy Egan and I think a woman named, what was her name again? Leslie Olson, who I got along with.
What
I like
great
Leslie.
regular names. Because now these girls would be like Sadie and Sky and fucking Allie.
So it was
three Alleys.
And Catherine and Leslie were pretty women, and Leslie liked me. I had a sense of humor, made her laugh. She liked me a little
Because
bit.
Crow, I don't know if you knew about this. You can have 5 Allies and one's ALI. One's ALLI.
Yeah, these were
one's
just-
ALY. One's ALYLY.
I can't
One's-
pronounce half the names on my fucking.
So many Allies out there.
Yeah.
Allie is the most over fucking name.
Yeah, Allie McGraw.
So here's this is a.
So anyway, but my point is with I was saying with the names.
Yeah.
Wasn't I saying about the names?
Leslie and
Yeah,
fucking-
they came up. I remember, and Scott Kruger like, "Oh yeah, Scott, you made the team." And I was like, "Please don't say anything. Please don't say anything," because we had lockers next to each other. And I look up, and Kathy Egan was going,
"Oh, what a
she went
bitch!"
like that, you know. And I was just like, and she wasn't bad about it. It just was
No.
like, it just was kind of like, no, you didn't make it. Like it was a disappointment. She was more, and I was just like,
Do you think you were close, or do you
yes,
think?
yes, I do
So
actually.
you kind of were like when
Yeah.
you. What was your mindset after the tryout?
You know, I was like, wow, that was a lot of work. You know, it was like 4 days or 5 days of tryouts of just like, I remember like playing basketball hard for like an hour and a half to 2 hours straight.
At any point were you
Yeah.
like trepidatious of like, oh, I'm gonna have to do this every day if I make the team?
No, I wanted to make the team. I wanted to be on the team. I thought I was good enough. And there were two. They were going to have like, I think it was 22 people. 22 people to whittle it down
Tell you,
to
the
like
only
7
person
to 8.
standing in your way was the
It's
head
like,
coach.
Jesus, man. I mean, yeah, I remember it not and being disappointed.
So we got a Marty Short scene coming up.
Thank you so much.
It's a lead role.
I know.
Methinks thou best not botch it. I remember what the wonderful Bobby De Niro once said to me. Well, not to me, but I read it in an article. And I was considering landing the big roles, and what he said was, just because God blesses you does not mean there isn't another sneeze coming.
I don't know.
Anyway.
It's okay.
See
You know,
you
it's funny.
Thursday's rehearsal?
Well, you can tell they let him improvise these. Probably.
Yeah.
There's probably like 10 minutes of him coming up and saying.
Yeah,
stuff
they're
to
like,
them.
okay, here's what's going on, the tension. She just got the lead.
got all the,
Make her feel
basketball
kind of bad.
Playoffs.
What's the curveball?
He's saying that he can't do the play practice because he has basketball practice.
I want you to take it seriously. I want you to give it half the dedication. Just half that I gave my own.
The high school drama
To be
teacher?
or not to be. That is the question.
Oh. This is Short's getting a fucking check, boy. He wasn't bragging about this.
Oh no, he wasn't.
He wasn't bragging about this at cocktail
He
parties.
wasn't Stewart and saving his family anymore.
I mean, Al Franken is was that? Oh, it was that
No,
an Al
but he
Franken?
was in Stewart. There's Stewart, and that where he's with fucking Charles Grodin, where he pretends to be the little kid.
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, he had. I mean, well, what's his high watermark? Inner Space. Well, what's
Martin Short?
Yeah, Three Amigos. What's his high watermark?
Probably SCTV.
Well, yeah. No, I think he was on Saturday Night Live in the early mid '80s, but he did not. He was not able to really make it as a truly great comedic actor. He was good though.
Wasn't he in Father of the Bride?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was probably his high watermark. He and Steve Martin do stuff together. He's
Three
successful.
Amigos, Inner Space. God damn, you're right.
You know,
Father of the Bride, sequel,
yeah.
Pure Luck.
Father of the Bride. Those are two pretty big movies.
Three Fugitives.
He also played a gay character.
Captain Ron.
That character now. Captain Ron was a Goldie Hawn, a Kurt Russell movie. So that's a pretty big movie.
The Big Picture.
I think it was a pretty big picture.
That's a comedy. That's a Christopher Guest movie.
Well, he plays a character that's very flamboyantly gay in Father of the Bride. That if that was done now, he would be canceled. He would be canceled because of that character. Because it's I remember gay people on my student newspaper in college writing articles about how embarrassing that character was. Like what a bad portrayal of gay men.
Because it's just like fucking.
And he's just like, oh God, he's just a real Nelly, like a real Nelly.
Plus, you
know?
could have gotten a real fairy gay guy to do it.
Yeah, you could have done that.
Nathan Lane's always there.
Yeah, the guy was on an airplane. Is always. I guess the guy on an airplane is like amongst like underground certain. Bill Cruz is telling me he's got a huge gay following.
Someone was brought up the Birdcage and how like at the time it was such an on point version of gay people, and now people would watch the Birdcage and be like, how this is homophobic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The portrayal of it would not be respected or appreciated.
And like 3 out of 4 of them aren't gay.
Yeah,
like it's them.
Robin Williams,
Yeah.
exactly. Nathan Lane is exactly.
Yeah. And then isn't it fucking who else is in that movie?
Nathan Lane is such an over-the-top, ham-handed actor. He's hilarious. I like Nathan Lane. He's funny.
Yeah, no, Nathan Lane's great. He's awesome. Look, he almost got. He gets
Road
peed on.
Apples.
Look at here.
Is this his dream?
Yeah, he's having like at some point he daydreams actual Midsummer Night's Dream stuff.
Oh, in preparation.
Yeah.
When it rains, it pours.
Mr. Landers. Are we having?
God, he really was scraping the bottom on this boy. I tell you, Martin Short he probably got paid.
Yeah,
probably
$500,000.
At least $250. At least $250, I'd say.
I mean, he's the biggest star.
And I'm sure
him and Ed Begley are like the names.
And they could film this for like 5 weeks, 6 weeks. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, they probably had Martin Short for a day. They
Really?
probably did all this theater stuff for a couple days.
Wow. Like it was that short.
Let's see what else Martin Short did in 2001.
Yeah, I don't know how much. I mean, he's working with Steve Martin. They have a comedy duo.
He did Get Over It and Jimmy Neutron, voice in Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. He really was. He was coming off Mars Attacks and Jungle to Jungle.
Well, yeah, Mars Attacks was a pretty big movie.
He did Mumford.
Yeah, Mumford was a movie. I saw that.
And then, yeah, he did. Ever since then, he's been doing a lot of voiceover.
Yeah, I mean,
all the Hoodwink, Santa Claus 3. He is in the Santa Claus, isn't he?
Oh, the one with Kurt Russell and
Ooh,
Goldie
2020, Father of the Bride Part 3-ish.
Wow.
A short film.
Wow. 3-ish?
Yeah.
So does he come back as like a gay character who's like more normal as opposed to like, yo, hello, woo woo, hello, my darling? Like
Developments for a third installment began as early as 1996 following the release of Part 2, though the second film didn't fare as well as the first movie. Charles Schuyler's roles, however, projects remain various. In September 2020, Nancy Meyers announced a follow-up to the first two films was coming. A teaser trailer was released on September 23rd with an official preview date. The mini-sequel was written and directed by Myers, with the plot including a family reunion over Zoom. So it was COVID. And then let's go to reboot.
God, I'm watching this.
Following the Walt Disney Company's acquisition of Fox, Bob Iger announced a Father of the Bride reboot for Disney Plus.
Wow.
Where they probably actually will. It'll be a Korean black gay guy.
Yeah.
They'll really mix it up. It'll definitely be.
They'll check the boxes
It'll
off.
definitely be a black lead.
You know,
so this girl right here, so they're trying to set up Ben Foster with dates. Like they're saying, like he's pining over this girl.
Yeah.
Let's set it. So the first girl is like this accident-prone girl. She's extremely hot, but she's accident-prone.
Well, isn't that what's her face, man? That's
She's like a model.
Is it Stacy Norgren or whatever? No, yeah, she's something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, she's a pretty woman.
Walking down the street.
Yeah, they've made her up well. Oh, it's the lighting's a little bit.
That stuff about me being bad luck.
Oh, she's Australian.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Olivia Newton-John getting a foot in the door, you know? Olivia Newton-John was a phenomenon in the late 70s. She was a gorgeous woman.
Xanadu.
La, 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 la. That was a punchline of a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, the old lady is Swoozie Kurtz. The redheaded lady. The one who plays Ed Begley's wife.
Oh.
That short redheaded lady.
Oh, yeah. Which is that Ed Koch? no, it's actually
It's a Chinese person.
Is this to be like a Chinaman in the
So he went to the bathroom. There's tits. Some titty and
Oh,
PG-13.
this is just so goofy.
Yeah.
And dumb.
You know how much money that piece of meat costs probably to fling in the air like that?
Ugh.
This movie cost $20 million. I bet you 2 of it was spent to get the graphics to get that piece of steak flying through the air.
Ugh. Okay, we'll give this sector a job. Ugh.
This is one of my. She criticizes his singing. I love how into it Martin Short gets.
Upon my pride and joy, I'm dreaming of a very special
God.
Time. It's just not very good. I could lie to you, but I would do you a disservice because it's just bad. You've got to commit. I'm dreaming of a boy, a very special time. I wish that I could pluck. I want to see you pluck it. You know what I mean? We'll talk about it later. Okay.
That's kind of
See,
funny.
me and my sister
It's kinda
used
funny.
to smoke bowls and just watch this shit.
But it's so. It's like it's just. It's constructed.
Dreaming of a boy. All right, let's go a little further.
Is this when he goes into the Last Picture Show? And is
Ooh,
that
this is
cultural
a good
appropriation?
So they're like, the play's coming up.
Yeah.
And they're getting closer.
What did I say?
This might have been... Oh, this isn't quite the party scene.
I'm sorry.
But we're gonna
Maybe
have
you shouldn't be playing
a
with that.
connection. Okay. How
She
does it
shoots
end?
him with the fucking crossbow.
How does it end?
Are you done?
No, I'm not done yet. No. Just keep it going.
With an anterior puncture wound to his left arm.
Also, one of the running jokes in this is his parents run the sex show. They're like, they're
Ed
hosts
Begley
of the
Jr.,
sex
yeah.
show. So at intermittent points, he'll get in trouble during the movie, and they're like cool with it. Like he gets caught being all trussed up at a sex club because his
Yeah.
friends take him to a sex club, like your high school friends did. when
Yeah,
you
I
were
know. I remember
heartbroken.
going to like a porno store when I was 18
Yeah.
out of town and it was like, I felt this, my heart was like
and
racing
if your
and
parents
blowing
found
me
out
away.
you were there, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like he gets caught there, and they're all like, "Oh, we didn't know you were so kinky." It's like the funny part of the movie.
I actually told my mom and my stepfather I went to it. I think I had a guilty conscience, and it was just like, I didn't like it. Those places kind of creeped me out. Not when I got older. When I got older, I went to them.
Alright, she's helping me out with a part.
Okay. Just keep an eye on her, man. You know, because some of those theater guys, they have this reputation of being kind of...
Gay.
See? That's what they
Did
want.
he say gay?
Yeah. This is the montage, the relationship build montage. Why does that annoy you? You got to cut time.
'Cause it's so cliche.
This movie's an hour and 22 minutes.
God, she's like 102 pounds, Mila Kunis.
She's very slight. Well, she was 13 when she started
Yeah,
on that
did
70s
this.
show.
Yeah. Didn't she lie about her age
Yeah.
or something?
All right, so this is the kiss.
All
I think.
driven, first generation. I will become a movie star. She's
Oh,
total.
here we go.
There we go. This is real. Oh God. Oh jeez.
Hey, let me take a shot in the dark. Burke's there, right?
Felix, where are you?
Big party.
They threw a
Hey,
party.
listen,
So
tell-
they threw a party at his house without telling him.
Man,
I'd be furious if that happened, dude.
I remember I had some. I'll never forget this. It was my end of the summer of between my junior and senior year in high school, and I had some friends where I just started to drink alcohol. I didn't start drinking until like my second semester of my junior year, which was like I was a square. I was like 2 or 3 years behind the curve. Probably until I was 17, people didn't know that I actually drank. So I had like I had a couple cases of beer, and I had some friends over. Another person I know was throwing a party like 4 houses down that I actually was friends with, and they thought it was my place that had the party. So all these people started to show up.
How
and I was just like-
excited were you?
I was like, get out. I was like, get out of here. I was like, I put a fucking wall up. I was like, you're not going to come into the place. I have 6 of my friends here.
Do you
go to their
think
place?
that cost you in the long run?
No,
Like,
I don't give a shit.
Fucking crocious.
It's not cool. No, because I wasn't going to fucking ruin my house. My fucking family would have found my
Would
mom.
there have been a way
would have-
for you to get away with it, or you'd have been like,
No, I wouldn't have been able to clean it all up
This
because I was
is
a
gonna-
17-year-old goof. You know,
How long were
they
your
would have broke
parents
picture
gone?
frames. I think they were gone for a week. You
Okay.
know, it's like, and the house was a huge house. It was a 4-bedroom, 13-room on like almost an acre plot of land. Like it was a fucking big house. I'm sure someone would have fucked something up that I never would have caught. My mom would have caught it within 10 minutes of walking into the house, you know? So it's like, I didn't want to deal with that. So I didn't give a shit. No, I have my friends.
Yeah.
You got to have a backbone.
Plus,
know?
you were probably a little drunk, so you were like,
I was a little boozed.
Get the fuck out
I
of here.
was just like, well, get out of here. And I guess they were like talking to myself. I was in my bedroom, and my bedroom was in the right above the back door. And I was like, what's going on? Like, what's he doing? It's like he's talking to himself. Like, I was like, yeah, what is it? They just come over here and think they can just show up? No. You know, I was like, so. Anyway.
Did other people at your house want you to be like, come on, let him in?
There was a little bit of I
So it was
had to
like-
work that front too.
Yeah.
I had to work that front too. It was like I had to do both.
Like,
you know,
there were
high
some of your
school
friends
memories.
that were like, come on, man, let's
yeah,
have
2
a
or 3 of them,
party.
but I was like, no, man. And ultimately they respected because I was really firm. Like, no, this isn't happening.
It's my Boone's farm. It's my house.
No, it's a case of Budweiser. Mike Cross was doing coke too.
Okay, so
he was doing
the
coke at the
redhead-
party, that was a step up for me. Like in high
So the
you know.
redhead just caught the British guy cheating on her.
Oh,
So now, even though Ben Foster has been working up the relationship with Kirsten Dunst, now
is he going
he's-
to try to protect her or talk to her? Don't be a pussy.
Well,
she
no.
blew you off,
This
man.
is when Colin Hanks catches them kissing.
Oh, this is good.
The brother's
This is
going to
good.
catch them.
I missed out about a good LA party. Remember we went to a few parties like at a pool?
Where you sit outside
Yeah,
next
you
to
sit-
somebody.
yeah, and you actually drink
Look
a beer
how
and just
disgusting
talk.
it is that they're sitting next to each other talking. It's so gross.
Yeah.
Kelly, why do you hang out with me?
because
I mean, you probably have better things to do than to waste your time.
I never talked weepingly like that. Even when I was
never
upset,
did.
I tried to be like, no, I'm good.
No, I usually wasn't able to articulate myself and spoke too much, which turned them off even more.
Absolutely.
It makes them even less attracted to you. When you actually talk too much, just let me know. I mean, I'll let you all know. I'm strong. I'm not a silent type.
Yeah.
I'm not a silent type. I have a strong personality. I have strong opinions. I'm not going to be silent about them. So
here we go.
That makes a lot of women
They
not
did
feel
it.
comfortable, which is not good. Unfortunately, that's what I am.
Get a nice little acoustic jam going.
There you go. We're young and we're falling in love. Pretty soon we'll be finger blasting.
Keep singing.
We're young in love. Oh, it's so gentle. Falling in love. Our first kiss is so memorable. Put a tongue in there. That's what you do. You know?
Oh, I was good with that reverb.
That
right?
was good, actually. That worked.
Yeah.
God, this is just annoying.
That's how we're going to get away from strikes. Whenever music comes on, we're just going to sing over it.
So we're not... we have to make up our own music? Exactly. So we don't get hit.
So
This
she's
guy's-
mad.
this
So
is-
now she's mad.
Why is she mad? I don't get
This
the
confuses
emotions.
me too. I even we watched this movie 2 nights ago to prep for this. This confuses me too. So he will even go back.
That's why these movies aren't good. It should be very clear.
Here we go.
But it seems ham-handed and forced that they do this.
Oh,
It's-
here's why she gets mad. Because he at the last minute gets trepidatious because he's like, oh man, I'm making out with my best friend's little sister. And she gets upset because he's like, what about Felix? And she's like, well, fuck him.
Oh, is that like her
Like she
ex-boyfriend or
basically, it's her
something?
brother.
Oh.
She basically doesn't understand that he's like, you're my brother, you're my best friend's younger sister. And she's just like, so what? Screw you. And then now he's mad that he was making out with her younger sister, but I'm like, wait, he was just kind of defending him. Like, why is anyone upset here? Just a lot of teenage hormones. So now this is great. So the
Why am I suddenly glad we left the conference early?
Oh yeah, she's been
Swoozie Kurtz.
We could have sprung for a DJ.
Make sure and put the furniture back when you're done.
the cool. I remember parents who actually didn't
My
mind
dad
when kids
was the
had a
cool
party.
parent.
And you want to spring for a
Uh,
DJ?
If it had happened at that house, I had that party. It would have been. I would have caught hell.
She's got rubbers, dude.
My parents, for God's sake, stop trusting me.
Look at they're twisting that, aren't they? It's so fucking.
Look at this
bad.
line, though. Here's this line.
Judy.
I'll go get the skimmer.
Because that girl pooped in the pool. So,
Oh,
yeah.
This is where we're gonna go hook up.
Sing again.
Oh, what's happening? Oh, I'm just so alone right now. I just.
Kelly, I
why
was
did this
there.
happen?
He kissed you.
God, can we resolve this?
And I don't know why he
It's
did it.
so
I mean, Burke's pretty screwed up right now. But
Look.
When I kissed a woman for the first time, like really kissed a woman, I was head over fucking heels.
She goes, I kissed him. Oh, you were in love.
And it was. And let me tell you something. Gwen Henning. That's my finger blast anniversary. My finger bang anniversary.
All right.
It was a
to
good
the-
time.
This
It was
is the
intense.
play.
Oh,
It all
God.
breaks down at the play.
This is as well produced.
We got to see the opening scene. So this is everything.
Like,
so at the
are they
last
warming
minute,
up right now? They're like-
well, what happens with Cisco is, so Cisco is this character in the movie where you're like, he's a pop star. Why doesn't he have anything to do with this play?
Yeah.
And he even joined stage crew. And then at the last minute, one of the dancers gets hurt, and he has to step in. And like he has a crush on Mila Kunis. He wants to get that interracial love going with Mila Kunis.
Russian black love.
maybe
Yeah.
if you took a half step back before the spin. Okay, just follow my
He's rich, dude. We looked it up. He still does Drew Hill shit. He had that one solo record. He probably
nice.
does choreography
Yeah.
for everything.
Shouldn't you be getting ready?
I never did theater. Well, I did theater, and I thought about that, and I told you I killed. I killed.
I
when
wanted
did
to
theater.
do theater in elementary school, and you had to join choir to be in the. So I joined choir in 4th grade. So in 5th grade, I could be in the plays.
I was in the play. What's that fantasy?
He's fantasizing because he's like, this is gonna end me.
Yeah. He's being run on a barrel.
So the star broke both his legs at some point, and that's why Ben Foster. We skip past it, but Ben Foster takes the lead at some point.
God.
Raise the curtain on the tragedy that has befallen the Bard's greatest comedy.
I'm praying for you, sir.
Thanks.
But watch this opening number. This is great.
Did you ever read a Shakespeare play and never understand a word they say? Well, tonight we're gonna make things clear, 'cause Shakespeare's dead. But we're up here.
William Shakespeare wrote a play a long, long time ago.
You're
Is this
Colin
trying to be
Hanks.
like-
You're Colin Hanks in this scene, just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on?
Is it turning into Grease?
Well, no. So the whole point of Martin Short's play is it's Midsummer Night's Dream, but like done modern, like modernized. So it's all these. That's why, like, you don't know a word they say.
I used to think like my life would take a different trajectory had because I killed in the play in 9th grade. Killed. I still remember it. One of the memories of my life. Remember it to this day. Totally stole the show. Huge laughter.
So I'm gonna go to the end.
uproarious laughter.
God damn.
Maybe it wasn't uproarious.
The last 20 minutes is this whole goddamn play, huh?
So what happened?
So we're gonna go all the way to the end here because we don't care about Midsummer Night's Dream.
And I thought to myself, I should have maybe done theater. Like, why didn't my parents realize that I actually had talent? But then you know something? I don't know. I just didn't like theater people. So part of me is actually kind of happy.
So here we go. So in Midsummer Night's Dream,
these are all theater kids. Right?
So here's the thing: in Midsummer Night's Dream, there's the end where he has to like proclaim his love to the rich girl, like where he gets. But what Ben Foster does is he changes the end of the play
to proclaim it for Kirsten Dunst.
In ways, fair Hermia's soul and mine shall forever intertwine. Alas, we must forever part. For lo, to another belongs this heart.
Shane West gets upset. Wouldn't you love people to applaud your love, Crow?
I've gotten applause many times.
Tina Fey applauded you.
More than Tina Fey. Many people have, actually. And I've gotten big laughs and rounds of applause. I know what it means. This is annoying. This is fucking annoying. It's really annoying. It really bothers me. But, you know.
I do not like it in a boat. I do not like it in a boat. I do not.
Oh, so he makes a fool out of himself?
Well, because he's upset because he's like, you go play. He changed the end. Like, why are you applauding? He fucked up the end of the play.
But like, hey, he did it for the reason they liked.
Yeah, they were on board with it.
This guy was in stuff too. Oh, there we go. This is also like rich suburban.
Well, and how the
comedy.
stagehands rig it. The two stoners fucking, hey, can you drop this bag of poop on them in the
Fuck
third act? Man?
It's sort of like Carrie, but with a light heart.
So Colin Hanks catches the accident-prone bitch.
Oh my god!
So he's about to change her up.
What is the deal with?
So then they go down.
This is just
play goes
juvenile,
down.
man.
Well, yeah,
really
it's made for juveniles. It's a teen movie.
I really dislike this. I mean, but how could you actually think this was going to be good? That's what bothers me. How could you actually think to yourself, this is going to be funny when this happens and then this happens? It'll be funny. No, it's not.
It was just, this is going to be
I understand
dumb.
that ironic goof. I understand the ironic goof of it all, okay? Trust me, I get that. But it's not, no. This is a waste of money. It is a waste of money when there's homeless people on the street. We have enough money in our culture to watch shit like this, but not truly help your fellow man. Make them escape from their reality as opposed to live in it. God.
Yeah.
That being said,
well, it
there's a
served
good
its
cast.
purpose. They all went on and did great things. She was in Wimbledon.
I will say, Mila Kunis is fucking on the A-list, for Christ's sake.
A blacks and whites kiss right there.
Uh-oh. Oh my God. Oh my. What the hell you gonna have yourself a nigga gonna kiss the rain?
So yeah.
No, but I'm not thrilled.
It's all resolving it.
Well, because he's like, yeah, you're dating my sister.
Kind of glad it's you.
Of course, because it's actually if it's a friend who's you actually like, it's like you can accept it.
Hey, Kel.
I never had a sister.
Hey, good job.
I always thought about that too. That maybe I would have liked a sister, but if I had an older sister, I would have been henpecked by my mom and my older sister. That would have been a horrible combination.
Here we go.
It's bad enough with my mom.
So we can,
This is a hit. It's a hit.
And it's Cisco singing it.
I like this. This works. It works, man.
Do they get vitamin C back involved, or yeah?
See, this is
from the beginning.
Why this is good is that it shows the movie's over. That's the best thing about it. That's actually the reason why it's truly good. But this is actually a good song, and they play this song in the middle of the movie a couple times. You can play this. What's the law against playing?
So there it is. Crow, we got weeks of this left.
Yeah, man. It's I really, it offends my sensibilities.
I have,
but
I
get
have
it.
3 just from 2001. Now the next one is going to be black people, so that'll be a little funner.
Okay,
but it's still a rom-com.
Urban.
Yeah,
it's an urban rom-com.
Yep. 2 can play that game.
2 can play that
starring
game.
Vivica A. Fox and Morris Chestnut. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. So, what are we feeling? You want to wind down the episode here?
Yeah, one thing, just to say, last night, I've been watching some HBO documentaries, that have been enjoyable. I watched the Joe Namath one, which is so dated. It's hilarious. Just this whole, Susie Colbert, he's of such a different era. But what a fucking star he was. Joe Namath was a flat-out fucking star. So I've been watching, a bunch of documentaries. And I watched the one, it was a Martin Luther King documentary about the last 3 years of his life. And then went through the Chicago stuff a lot for a good half an hour of it. And he, and I knew this, I'd heard this before, but King said the anger that he faced in Chicago was worse than anything he faced in the South.
Oh, yeah?
So even Selma, Alabama, those famous pictures of, Bull Connor and dogs and stuff.
Look, hard winters and hard racism. That's what they're all about.
There'd be a couple hundred people to counter-protest. When they went to Chicago, they'd have 10,000 counter-protesters. And a lot of swastikas, guns being shot off and crap.
It's like a goddamn Hungarian soccer game
I mean, it was really and he just, and I guess King was just, he was blown away at the hatred. He couldn't believe how strong the hatred was.
Yeah.
He was surprised by it,
But that Gale Sayers is a hell of a ball player.
I mean, that city, the racism, we went through Gage Park and they were not happy. And and you hear the crowd, there's literally, they just this weird, primitive, grumble in the background when he's, it's not even, it's utterances, it's like, it was literally
it's like stomach gurgles, but racial slurs.
Yeah, it was incredible. The hatred, and I shouldn't have watched it. It fucking made me emotional.
It bummed you out?
Yeah, it did bum me out a lot, actually.
See, this is why we watch stuff like this, to fucking lighten you up.
Yeah, well, but no, there's nothing wrong with me, okay?
I didn't say there's anything wrong with you. No. I said we're going to lighten you up. You said you were bummed, so I was like, we watched this
Thank
movie.
you, it's good. But I watched that. But it's what he went up against is pretty amazing. He was, he got fucking killed. He got fucking
no shit, by the goddamn CIA.
What, the government killed him?
Hell yeah, the CIA murked him off.
That's fucking James Earl Ray. When I went to the Lorraine Hotel and did the civil rights, the actual civil rights stuff, I knew everything in there. I feel I'm steeped in it, But the most moving moment that blew me away was you went to the Flophouse Hotel where James Earl Ray was at. That way he went from the window and shot him from, and you actually stand. They have his plaster pair of his feet,
and you could see,
and you see the angle, and it's just he had a clean shot. He knew what he was doing. And it was that was a very powerful moment. There was one moment it was it was very jarring to me, where I was like, holy shit, it was real. And what's the deal with assassins? Why do they always have 3 names? Maybe it's been,
most murderers. I just think when you involve the middle name, people didn't call him James Earl.
Yeah, James Earl Ray. Oh no, it's Lee Harvey Oswald.
It's just because that's how it gets
John
reported.
Wilkes Booth. Is it done that way to brand you as that or something?
No, it's because that's how it gets reported in the newspaper.
They say your middle name?
Yeah. If I killed somebody, they would say Keith Richard Pazel slaughtered 3 people.
When we get records from police departments,
yeah,
it's first, middle, last name.
Yep.
Age and last known residence.
So to be very specific. Yeah, they got to make sure that this is the guy. If you get those 3 names, it's the guy. That makes sense.
One of the suspects for the Zodiac killer is this guy named Arthur Lee Allen, but the people already called him Art or Arthur. Like Arthur Lee Allen is just how it was.
They never
reported.
found that guy, man.
A lot of people think it was that Arthur Lee Allen guy. That
what exactly happened to him?
He just died of old age at some
because usually those guys don't stop. And usually what has to happen is they have to die because they're messed up in some weird circle where they get killed.
What a lot of people think, and what I am a proponent of, is that it was Arthur Lee Allen and a bunch of people, that he was sending people out to do the killings, and that he
like
was
a killing cult.
He was killed. That he might have killed 1 or 2 people, and then he was writing letters to the newspaper and sending people out to do it. That's why his kill range is so, like, it's unbelievable. Like, how could one guy do this?
Yeah, up in the Bay Area, basically, right? Yeah. The serial killer, it just seems like it's gone by the wayside. We've talked about that before. It's not as it's been replaced with a mass shooter.
Yeah, you just mass shoot.
The mass shooter is taken over, but the serial killer.
Because if you're a serial killer, a guy like The Rock is going to come lay the smackdown on you.
Yeah. It's
the cops are murking these people.
Yeah, I mean,
and in that sense, police work is working tremendous.
Do you think they find them quicker than they used to? Like they're able to get away with it? I think back in the 70s when police departments didn't communicate well, like Ted Bundy was able to get away with shit because they just didn't communicate.
9/11 and the way they track internet movements. The second you make a threat online, there's a cop knocking on your door.
Yeah. So to be a serial, it'd be harder to get away with it now.
You'd have
to
do it completely I've said you'd have to do it like this. You'd have to see someone jogging in a canyon and just nudge them off and then go to work and just not. There would have to be no thrill in it. You would just have to randomly kill people as quietly as possible. Just fucking, I'm driving. Let me just run this guy off the road real quick. God. And then just fucking.
I personally think the mass shootings, in my opinion, and I think I'll be curious to see if they ratchet up when Biden truly takes over, because I actually think that there's a consciousness behind it. I think there's actually there's just certain groups that are, it's okay, go out and earn your stripes or whatever. It's we hate these people, up in some compound somewhere. I truly do believe a lot of there's a disgruntled employee. There's a love, the broken heart. But I think a lot of it, there's a political thing. That one in Texas, to me, when they killed all those Mexican people, that to me was like, there's a political intent.
What are you talking about? The founding of Texas?
Well, actually, yeah. As a matter of fact, but like the El Paso one, didn't they? Was like 37 like Mexican people were shot to death. It's like. That's horrible, and I think there's very much a political intention behind that. There's some white supremacist group that just said, "Fuck it, we don't care. We're going to go out and take care of business." Which I'll be curious to see if that ratchets up post Trump. Because to be honest with you, I thought there'd be more of that going on during the election, and maybe right now, but it's not really happening. It seems.
It's because we haven't had a school shooting in months.
Because people aren't going to school. Yeah, that's true too. That's actually a very good point. The school shooting thing is.
Also, I think even the most hardened Trump supporter realizes at this point to go on the he's still one bandwagon makes you look like a real loser.
Well, I wonder. I mean, but I'm curious if this narrative will have legs 2 years from now. I hope that we sort of are able to slowly get away from him and that sort of way of being, but it's just. I think it's a permanent fixture in the political landscape now. This whole Trumpism thing is, I'm just curious how it's going to manifest itself. Who will be the next person to take that mantle, Who has been inspired by him and figured out the game plan, the right-wing game plan? They've got that game plan figured out pretty well. But they always have a weird random fucking, lunatic, I feel like, at the top. Reagan was bad.
I think it'll just be a lot it'll be a lot 4 years of this, of just like, what's going to be the next? It's just going to be little tweets, little psycho tweets.
Yeah.
It's not going to be, I've always said, people give these white militias too much credit. They're not the fucking Tiger Army coming up and fucking.
Yeah,
it's not
I hear
like
that. Yeah.
They're not good at what they do. They're fucking. Yes, they have guns, but it's not
coordinated.
Not at all.
Yeah, there's not enough of an intelligence behind it.
These people are morons.
Yeah. Well, I've seen this.
Yeah, this is San Andreas. We're winding down. That's why I was letting you.
She got cast for her eyes. She's a pretty young woman.
Yeah, that's fucking. We had the same conversation when we watched this movie. We got to end the show.
Yeah, I understand. You want to end it, but he's the scumbag businessman. I think I probably tried to.
All right. Well.
All right.
It's
been a good show. I've enjoyed it. The Rom-Com was good.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
I hope you got something out of it, people.
Yeah.
I
You
enjoyed
follow
it.
Adam on social media at Insecure Comic on Twitter.
I've had a couple good tweets recently.
Always have good tweets.
Thank
at
you.
Adam Crocious on Instagram. I am at Keith Pazel across the board. KeithPaesel. I'm the only Keith
Good
Pazel on the
name.
planet Earth.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching the show. Hit the subscribe button down there. It's over this way. And then also hit the bell to get reminded when I post this episode.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be a straggler.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll be back next week.
Absolutely. Good times, people. Good. Enjoy the
Thank
weather.
you guys.
Yep.
So much.
Yep.
Ain't no love tonight in this city, and here I thought that we had gone steady. We're all entertained, nothing ever changes. We're all